words can't even describe, man,
Hey,
how freaking excited I am to have you here,
I,
brother.
I appreciate this, man. I appreciate it.
Nah, brother, I appreciate you, man. Hey, um, again, this is the welcome to the Bridging the Generation podcast, man. We are the movement, and today, man, I got a very special guest, man. We talk about hailing from the top of the border. This
Ah,
guy's one of the
ah,
nicest dudes, man. And
ah.
I hate to even use that word underground because that's all I listen to be honest, man. Is
No,
that
no,
real shit, man.
no, no. Toma,
That's
toma.
all I listen to, man.
Let's
Again,
go.
man, this dude,
Let's
this
go.
dude, he needs no introduction, man. But again, one of the nicest dudes, man, in the rap game, man. I'm talking about Asun Eastwood, man. How's it
Let's
going,
go.
brother? Once again, how's
I'm
it going?
I'm good, my brother. I've been doing everything in the world, so this is a relief right now. This is the fun part of working hard right now.
Hey, man, it is it's an honor, man, to have you here, man. I've been following your movement, man, since 20, I say about 2017, man. And
Sounds right. Sounds right.
I'm loving what you guys got going on up there,
Salute.
man. It's
Salute.
definitely nah, man. It's definitely it's a nice change of pace from what you normally hear on the radio coming from Toronto, man.
And no, no. It's usually Drake, right? That's all we hearing usually, right? And
That's
Tory
it, man.
Lanez.
You know, hey, it is what it is, man. But look, man, we about to talk about all of that, man. I got so much to talk
Hey,
about, man.
hey.
Like I said, man, you from Toronto, man. So what part of Toronto you from?
I'm from the east side, Scarborough, right? So yeah, Scarborough is Scarborough, man. It's known for the shit. You know what I mean? I'm in the east of
Yeah,
the city, like Danielson's west of the city in Brampton. So like right now I'm wearing my Corey Joseph jersey, right?
yes, sir.
He's from the east side. I said I'm gonna wear a jersey because you're the jersey god out here. So I got my all star patch. I'm on the wrong side. My all star
Yeah,
patch right there.
man.
You know,
I like that one. I
um,
like that one.
so
I'm
so
had I had the Kawhi Leonard one last year.
oh, mandatory. Those are mandatory. Mandatory
Hey,
over here. And Van Vliet too. But I threw it back on him, because Corey's hometown. So
oh, I never knew that, man. I had
yeah.
no idea, man.
Corey, I grew up with, like, I didn't grow up, I'm older than him, but his sister,
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
sister and his sister are best friends. So, it's a connection there. So yeah, and then the west side is where Danielson's from, which is Brampton, which is like where Andrew Wiggins and those guys are from, like
Okay.
Tristan Thompson. So like, yeah, I mean, we connect, and it's all the same anyway.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, I'm like I said, man. Toronto, man. When I think of Toronto, man, you guys is what I think of, man.
Hey, that's what
That movement that you guys, man, that's what I think of, and
that's
everybody
right.
that I know, man, that's what we think of, man. So look, we about to get into all of that, man. Again,
Well,
um, how did it all start, man? When did you get into hip hop, man, and what age, bro?
honestly, my pops is a reggae dude, right? So like Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, obviously,
Yes, sir. The
Bob
Wailers.
Marley, like all that shit is just music is regular. So when I say, like, I have some of the records here right now from him. Like, he had Ice T, he had he had who else did he have? He had everybody, everything come, these are the breaks. Like, I remember hearing
Yes,
that shit
sir.
when I was young, all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So it was around me the whole time, and Belize, like, they listen to everything. So hip hop, I think, though, my first love, I can't lie to you, my first love is basketball, right?
yeah.
So
Okay. Oh, you
like
hoop?
from yeah, I used to hoop very seriously. I got the
Okay.
belly now. I retired a long time ago, but
Yeah, yeah.
when I was young, man, that was it. Like from four, I was probably my pops had me from four, putting that work in, and
Uh-huh.
I used to go play with, because we only have like a 19-year difference. So like when I was like 10 and 11, he had me running with grown men. So that obviously naturally your game lifts up, right?
No
And
doubt.
I actually came out there for a camp in Carolina when I was like 12 or 13. It was
That was
like
your first time in the States?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like I say, mine is probably like New York, because I know you guys are really close to New York.
yeah. So I mean, I was serious, and then hip hop was just always around. But first rapping, like, I'm a Wu head. Like, my block was only Wu Tang. That's it. Like,
Yes, sir.
Wu Tang nonstop. Everything else was secondary. It was the Biggie secondary. Mobb Deeps were even secondary in my block. It was just real. Like besides Snoop Dogg, like Snoop is 94. I'm an 83 baby, so Snoop is 94, 11. Like I didn't hear Tupac till probably like not the regular songs that you hear on the radio.
Right.
I'm talking about taking in because those times you had to buy the CD, right? So
yes, sir.
Obviously you couldn't buy it at our age. It's like if your man's had it, then we're switching over. You know, we're dubbing the tapes, whatever.
Okay.
No one in my end was buying Tupac. You know what I mean? It was East Coast
right now.
only. East Coast only. So we didn't really. I didn't know nothing but Wu-Tang, to tell you the truth. Like, and we had Akis on our block. So on top of it, you know, you got the Nation. It all rolled into one, right? So that was it for me.
Hey, so being that I know you just mentioned Wu-Tang, man. That's arguably the greatest rap group all time.
Absolutely.
It's my favorite rap group all time, and also has my favorite rapper all time, which is Ghostface Killah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but with that being said, man, what albums, man? Because me and you are around the same age, man. Like you know, you just went ahead and you said 83, I'm 81, man. What albums you remember like when you first got into the you know, with the hip hop around that time?
Shit.
Just a few, man. You ain't gonna run off like 20, just a couple of them, man.
Yeah, like no, I killed obviously 36 Chambers. I killed ODB shit. I killed the first ODB shit, like, and you know, Asun, right? Like,
yeah.
I know that shit back to front. That shit was like, I remember being like grade 6 and fucking using it. I like converted the words to French because over here, like, we have French class, and I hated that shit. And I converted the Riddler. You know the Riddler song with Method Man and Redman?
Hell yeah, come on, man.
Into like, I took like 4 of the bars and turn the corner, you could hear the wheel squeal. You know, I used like 4 bars and converted to French and did it in French class, like hip hop. I'm talking, okay, so albums, what do we do? Iron Man, Liquid Swords, even the first Biggie joint, even Redman, Money Waters,
there we go, man. Look, hey, you prove, hey, you know what time it is, man. You know what time it is, man.
Big Pun was even later. That was like 96, 98, so I was a little older, so that resonated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, man, I'm hearing your influences, man. So, like when you was younger, man, so how was the hip hop you know, how was the hip hop community in Toronto around that time, man?
Toronto,
because I know Cardinal off the show. That's my man. I fuss with him heavy. Where's he from?
He's from the city. I believe he's West End too, but he also is like in Scarborough. He's everywhere. I couldn't really tell you what. He's not really like a neighborhood rapper like that. Cardi's a legend, man. Cardi built this shit. So like that, like, you know, Cardi has that West Indian influence, right? He's Jamaican. So like growing up, it's all West Indians. Like, I'm Belizean background. You got to know, in the 80s, our government allowed a lot of West Indian people to come into this country to migrate. So it was Guyanese, Trinidadians, Jamaicans, pretty much Bajans, Barbados, St. Vincent. So growing up, it was all those type of people, right? So now we come here into this melting pot, and like so you see like a boot camp clique where they're using a lot of fucking Jamaican reggae influence, right? Yo, we just gravitate to that so much that East Coast rap is what we love. You know what I mean? So being mostly first, like, I wasn't even born here. I was born in Belize. Being mostly first generation Canadians in Toronto, I can't speak for fucking anywhere else in Canada, but in Toronto, being so New York influenced and so West Indian influenced, it was just East Coast rap, man. All of us just love that shit, right? So
hey, I ain't mad at that, man. Hey, I ain't mad at that's the same vibe I'm on. I'm not like, look, I'm not trying to be biased, man, but you know, at the end of the day, man, you have your you know, you like what you like, and you go by what you was raised on.
Exactly.
No disrespect to nobody else, but you know.
And that's why this is not so left. What's more left is that trap type of music. Like right now, that drill scene with Chicago, is so ingrained over here too. Like,
Yeah.
you know how much people die every day? Just it's
Wow.
like these kids and these blacks are just so into that shit. And now that's like a Toronto version of drill, and it's wild, but I understand it's more of a generational thing. But
Right.
naturally, this type of hip hop and reggae dancehall and all that stuff is from Toronto. That's what Toronto really is.
Well, I never knew that, man. I had
Yeah,
not. When I think I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not really tapped into that drill. I know,
yeah,
I know of the drill movement, but that ain't really my cup of
yeah.
tea, man. No disrespect.
I know of it from the Young Bucks. You know, I talk to the Young Bucks and they tell me, right? So
Right.
that's how I
I
tap
know the
in.
little Bibby, Herb, King Louis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know all them guys, man, in
Yeah,
Chicago.
Dirk. I know some of those dudes. Like I
Yeah.
listen to some of it, but not really. You know, it's
Right.
not
Right.
really. I listen to soul and R&B, nigga. Like I can't fucking, I can't listen to even our hip hop all day. Like I need some peace in my life because
Hey, man. Hey, that's
it's
why I
really
know I'm
funny.
talking to the right one.
It's really
And I know
grungy
I'm
out
talking to
there.
the right one,
I
man.
be
You
listening to,
like I said, man. We '80s babies, man. So we
that's what I'm
came up
saying.
on.
Old
It
soul.
was, we old enough to remember, man. Like
Of course.
we,
Of
we
course.
old enough to remember when hip hop really wasn't that big. Like
Exactly.
you didn't hear it on the radio all day. You would hear Atlantic Star, Earth, Wind and Fire, and then you'll hear one hip hop song.
One. And in Toronto, it's even less. So imagine going to the grocery stores now and hearing hip hop. Like, that's not even realistic. Like, the whole culture, pop music is hip hop now. Back then, nah, not even a chance. Not a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But look, so like I said, man, I've been a fan of you since, like I said, man, since that Nimbus album in 2017, man. We
Hey,
gonna get into all that. We got a lot to talk about,
let's
man. But
go.
I
Let's go.
definitely want to talk about, man. When did you link up with when did you link up with Daniel's son, man? Like how long
Daniel.
did you know him?
So this is what's crazy. It felt like I've known Daniel son my whole damn life. But
Wow.
this is how it went. So it's funny that even wearing this jersey is a memory because I got this at the All-Star game. The All-Star game came to Toronto in 2016, right?
Right.
And the years before that, I was just cleaning up my life. You know what I mean? Because hip hop was doing rap music was never really a thought in those times, right? So like,
wow, you serious?
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like it was something I did. Like I probably wrote my first rhyme, like written, not freestyling, like in grade 8. You know, it's just something I love to do regardless. And we recorded. I think I recorded in the studio from like 18. And I was part of like a little crew in Toronto like years ago. And my dude Chops, he ended up dying. And that kind of like he was more hungry for rap. He kind of put me into this shit. And I never really saw it, right? Like I'm a money dude. I love money. So like I started accumulating and doing my thing, and then I started getting into real estate a little bit earlier in life compared to my peers. Because I kind of having a father too that's been out here, he kind of I got hit to shit a little quicker, right?
Right,
So
no doubt.
So yeah, so my dude died in Chops, rest in peace, died in 2012. And I had done a music video for a song we did in like 2009 to honor him, right? This is it's probably on YouTube. But when I did that, my mans that I hadn't seen for a long time, he saw that. And he's like, yo, that I used to record by him. He's like, yo, you should be rapping. I'm like, rapping? The fuck out of here with rapping. And think about the time, like what type of music's out, right? There's nothing happening.
Right.
Action Bronson pretty much was what I was listening to. Maybe some Rock Marcy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So our lane, I'm like, I can't convert. Like ASAP Rocky was probably the closest thing that was, and that's not even close. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I was thinking. I didn't want to say anything, but you said it. You said it before I did.
Yeah. But like that.
I like Goldie though. Goldie was my shit though.
Yeah, Goldie and all that shit.
Long live ASAP.
The bike and shit.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So now let's fast forward.
Okay.
2016. January 1st, my man Uncle Doe, salute to Doe, God body brother. He comes, he's like, yo, I need to talk to you. He works in the community. So mind you, I never finished high school, right? I dropped out of high school in grade 11. And my mom got cancer. and she told me one thing that she wanted me to do was to finish high school. So I went back to high school at 28, okay? And I fucking got my shit, my GED.
Yo, salute, man. That's what's up, bro. Shit, better late than never, man.
Let's do that
salute
for sure.
To that, bro. Hey, that's what's up.
You know what that led me to? Because I was focused at that time. It was like the teachers were like, "Yo, you can write. You got a story to tell, and you need to help like your community type of shit. You should go to college." And I was like, "College?
Right?
Fuck that, right? Like that's not even in my thought, right? But
right.
Like, I have a wicked. She's my wife now. At the time, my girl. And she, you know, when you got that right woman, she puts the right things. She leads you to grow. Helps you grow.
I know that's your rap name. Real, but before I don't want to cut you off, man. Is that your real name or your rap name?
Asun? That's my rap name. That's a nickname given to me by my parents. So it's my rap name. It's just a nickname. You know what I mean? So
okay. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, man.
The Eastwood is the only thing really fabricated that I added on because I like that. I like that nigga Clint Eastwood in the fucking, you know the movie where he's like mad racist, where he's with the Asian people.
Oh man,
where he called the Asian people zipperhead and shit.
Yeah, oh man, he was going off, bro. Dirty Harry,
Gran Torino. That shit was my shit. So
yeah, I love that. That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a you into the movie. Hey, you know about the movie? I was just watching a video earlier, man, when you had one of the scenes from what's the movie? One of my favorite movies, Heat. When the girl was on the floor, nose bleeding. It was you, Davidson, and
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Oh, that was Pulp Fiction. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, that was Pulp Fiction, man. And you, Danielson. I think if it wasn't, I think Nazi. Was
Black
it?
Nazi. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. AKA
but not
Family Gang Black.
Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so we go here. So boom, I go to college, right? I'm like, yo, you know what? It's my own money. I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna pay my own bread. I'm gonna go to college, and I was going for like social work because I'm like, yo, you know what? I think I could make bread. I just invested in this barbershop, right? As a business, just to be a blind owner. You know what I mean? Right. Behind the scenes, just invested. Okay. So I'm like, yo, barbershops are in the community. Let me do this social work and see what I can do.
Okay.
So I did that for the 2 years. Now, the whole college shit made me realize at the age I was, because I was probably around 30 when I finished, it's a system. And I saw it. I'm like, this is bullshit, right? This is bullshit. I did what I had to do, and I understand what it was. But the important part that what it led me is the dude, Uncle Doe. I connected with him because he was in he had like this podcast type of hip hop thing for the community type of shit back then.
Right.
This is like 7 years ago. So So I hit him up, and this is the reason why I got back. I had to do all this to get back into rap. This is how the story works. So
that's crazy.
It's crazy. So I connected with him through that shit, and he comes to my crib 2016, January 1st.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought he's gonna ask me about community shit, like, yo, I want you in the community. He's telling me he comes to my crib and he sits down, and looks me in my face, and he says, yo, I think you need to rap. I started laughing, nigga. Like, I was like, get the fuck out of my house. You're wasting my time right now. You came here to say I need to rap. So he was dead serious. He was like in the studio with Boy Wonder, T-, one of those niggas. And I was like, yo, he had like a fire lit under him.
Hey, you just said that so casual, like Boy Wonder. Hey, you talking about Drake Boy Wonder?
Drake Boy Wonder. Listen, man. I'm out here, but I never
talk about it. Oh, hey, we gonna get all into that. Talk about it. Talk your shit, man. Talk your shit.
Let me talk my shit. I'm out here, man, but I don't manipulate people. You know what I mean? I do what I gotta do, because what I do, I'm gonna do what I need to do no matter what. But it's love out here. People, I appreciate everybody down to the dude that's working in a convenience store. I show love. You know what I mean? People show love back. So it takes me everywhere. I can go anywhere. So with that being said, boom. Now, I didn't say anything. So we had our conversation. I told him, yo, get out of my house. I'm not with the rap shit right now. I'm focusing on the barber shit. And then
Oh
All-Star
man.
game comes around. All-Star game is what? February, right? End of
Right.
February, March. And that's my birthday. I'm a February baby. I'm a Pisces, right? So I go to this All-Star game. Me and my man said, if All-Star game ever comes to Toronto, we're blowing the bag. This is a once in a lifetime thing.
Hold on. The All-Star game has only been in Toronto one time?
One time. Once.
Bro, I've been following basketball all these years, man. I could have sworn
No.
Wow.
Once.
Okay.
Once. So you remember the dunk off though that happened with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine?
He got robbed.
And it was legendary though.
Yeah, he got robbed.
Yo, I was sitting right there next to Anthony Anderson and niggas like that. Like I was next to the Iceman George Gervin and shit like that.
No bullshit. That's crazy.
I have pictures with these niggas. So, yo, it's like I blew like 10 grand to go to that shit. Right?
Wow.
And I'm looking, I know Corey, I seen Corey in the box. Corey's looking at me like, yo, you're here? How are you here right now? I got the bag, baby. That's how I'm here. So my man went out there and we did everything, man. We did the rookie game, the world game, or whatever they call it now. We did the All-Star. We did everything, bro. So I felt like a rapper, right? I felt like a rapper. I'm like, yo, you know what? This rap shit might be. You
was living more of the rapper's lifestyle than the rappers was living.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to. I'm high on myself. And my man Doe's like, in that weekend, Sway came out here, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna introduce you to Sway. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You don't know.
You mean Sway, DJ Sway? Sway in the morning.
Sway in the morning.
Wow.
You don't know Sway. So I come out there and he's like, yo,
that's a look.
Part of the C for me. And he's like, oh, that's your nigga? He looks like he's glowing. I was like, yo, this is like my first experience to like, I want this. So let's fast forward to like March, April. I'm like, yo, Doe, what the studio look like, man? I need to come check this shit out. April 2016. We go to the studio with my man Kool-Aid and fucking Why Not. Those dudes are legends out. They do production for like Nipsey Hussle and Young Jeezy and shit. So I go to their studio.
I know Why Not. I know Why Not. I don't know the other guy.
The other dude's more background, but Why Not? Legend. So we go. I haven't been in the studio since 2009. This is 2016. I've always been working on my craft. I mean, not working on it's my vent. So I'm gonna write no matter what.
So you didn't go into no studios from 2009 to 2016.
Not
to lay lyrics. Like you ain't do nothing.
None. So, but this shows how much hours I've put into this, right? That it's just natural. So I hit up. So we go to the studio. First time, there's like 50 niggas in the studio. And they're partying, drinking. Some of these like thought-looking Instagram type of girls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I got to record right now in front of all these people and have it recorded in this amount of time. At that point, you know, the nerves is going already before I see anything. You know, I want to sound good. Is this really what I want to do? So my man's like, yo, I forgot you were coming. My bad. And these people are here. And the output speakers are coming out to the whole crowd, right? And it's just like a glass door.
Okay.
And my heart's beating. I'm like, you know what? If I can't do this shit, I'm gonna never be able to do this shit. So put up or shut up.
No doubt.
And basically everything from the Conway joint, that joint came out in that first session.
You mean the one on the Nimbus, on the Mulatto's?
Yeah.
On
not Mulatto Mixin. Mulatto Mixin was later. I actually recorded Mulatto Mixin later, but I put it on Nimbus.
Yeah, because you got Conway. He on the last track, I believe. On your first album.
On Hollywood Briggs. He's on the last track on Hollywood Briggs.
We're gonna talk about all that. This your story. So we're gonna talk about all that.
I did 3 Conway joints in one time. I sent them 3, but the actual first verse I recorded was everything. Although I used it on the old project.
Right.
So and again, my dude Doe had a little connect to Conway through Bozak and
Morris.
Bozak Morris.
That's my guy. Shout out to Bozak Morris, man.
Bozak.
I talked to him probably about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, dope. You've been interviewing people, huh?
Man, I'm working, man. I'm trying, man. You guys inspire me, man. You guys inspire me,
talk
bro.
your shit too, because
hey.
this my man said Yo, trust me, I'm the best out of here. I'm the
Yeah,
best.
I am. I am. I know my shit, man. I put the work in,
I
man.
love
But look, this about you, man. And finish telling this story, man, because I'm all ears, bro. And the people need to
Yeah,
hear this shit.
yeah.
This shit is
So
amazing, man.
so Bozak connected the Conway shit. We did that, and I was just dropping Lucy's through 2016, right?
Okay.
Not too much people were on it, but then like, some of the blogs started getting on it, like rap, Insomniac Magazine. Insomniac
Right.
Magazine, that's where I'll put it right there. So
Okay.
I saw on Insomniac Magazine one week they had another cat from Toronto, and that's Danielson. I'm like, how's this dude in Toronto, and I don't know him? Like, and he's rapping like this. So me being me, looked him up. I'm like, yo, the fuck is popping? I do the same type of shit you do. I don't know no one sounding like this in Toronto. We need to link up. Just like that. I pulled up in the fucking Jag. You could ask him. First time he met me, pulled up in the big boy Jag.
Yeah, I got a Jag right.
Yo, he said,
XF.
that's you? That's you.
Yeah, I got the XF.
I was in a 2015 and 2016.
Yeah, my shit about 2017.
See? So you know what I'm talking about.
I know something. I'm trying.
XF,
You know,
the XF shit. The XF shit.
Yeah, it's a big boy though. It's that big boy shit though.
Let's go. Let's go. Pulled up in that shit. He's like, yo, I want to live like that. I'm like, yo, we're gonna get there. Don't worry. So boom, we did that, and it's just been a wrap, man. It's been a wrap. And all the other dots connected like that. Like Future Wave was sending me beats first, and then we did Summer's Over, which was the first song that Danielson did with Future Wave. And from that point, their relationship went there. They were meant to be together. Boom.
Yeah, because he was out first, man. I was hip to Danielson first, man. On that first Future Wave project with him and Future Wave.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying the same thing. Like, man, this dude's voice, man,
amazing.
I was like, man, I thought he was black when I first heard him, man. I had no idea.
He's South African, so his mom is mixed, so he does have that black in him. So that comes out. You know,
I mean, not that I give a fuck, but I'm just saying, like, I was like, whoa, when I saw him.
I said the same thing, and he's been going hard from like 2013, 2012. So he's not playing no games. When you hear him in the studio, we were record the pressure cooker had like a drum set in it, right? It has a drum set. When he records, his voice is so booming, the drum sounds like someone's tapping it.
Yeah, I can hear that. I can see that.
Only person that does that. He record like it's echoing, bro, and you feel it in the soul. Danielson,
hey, shout out to Danielson, man. He's dude, man. He's fucking dope, man. And he's a younger cat, man. Like like you would think, man, like this dude been in the game like 20-something years, man. He's dope as hell, man.
And that's why I was like, yo, this even makes more sense, because we look at our age in this rap shit, although it doesn't matter because all these dudes are our age now. All the influencers I might even be older, some of them. Yo, when I
cats out here making the best music to me,
the best.
Look at what Cool G Rap just dropped. Look what Ransom just dropped. Ransom 2 years older than me.
Look at that. It doesn't matter. The mind is young, right? So you can influence whatever it is. So
no
when
doubt.
I look at Danielson and I was like, yo, you're 30. When I met him 89, yo, he's 1989. So I met him before he hit 30. Bro, I was like, what? You're carrying this torch. This is alive. So it's going to be up to you to bring it down to the next level. Niggas like Davino are even younger. Niggas like Riggs are even younger. It's crazy, man. This shit is going to live.
Wow. Hold up. Cause I just talked it up with Illinois the other day, man. And I never knew that, man. I know he you know, he said he been down, you know, cause that's his crew, the Cloth, and we gonna get into all that, man. But I had no idea that he was that young, bro.
Yeah.
I swear. Speaking of, like you said, Danielson, man, like also I was talking to Nicholas Craven, man, and he's young also, man. He's only 27.
I didn't know that.
I had no man. We that interview's dropping real soon. That was yesterday, man. But this guy is only 27, man.
Holy shit.
You guys need to cook up with them, man. I know. Hey, I love Future Wave. Shout out to Future Wave, man. Shout out to Finn. Shout out to Vago.
Hey, talk that shit. You're
All
doing
them
it
guys,
for me.
man, they dope
You're
as
doing it
hell,
for me.
man.
All the gold era music, Sibs, slang. We're spoiled over here, man. We got too
Y'all,
much people.
bro.
We're spoiled. We're spoiled.
Hey, we going like I said, man. Hey, man, I hope you got some time, man. Cause
I got time. I
I
got
hope you
time,
got
man.
some time, man. Cause
You see,
we
I'm
just
a talker, man. I got time.
let's talk, man. Let's talk. So
Mhm.
I was talking to Nicholas Craven the other day, man, and he was talking about like he's from Quebec.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about like the French heritage, man. Like they really trying to preserve that.
Yeah.
Is Toronto, are they trying to do the same thing? Are
So
they
this is I'm gonna be controversial. I mean, maybe just controversial for Canada. I
man,
don't
keep it
really
100. Keep it a
I
buck,
don't
man.
really give a fuck. Quebec is like Quebec always didn't want to be a part of Canada, right? So they even wanted to be their own country, right? But they
Right.
obviously financially they can't support themselves. I guess I don't know what it is. I don't really know too much about their shit. But like what I'm saying is, in Canada, there's nothing like Toronto. You got Toronto's
No.
like the New York City of Canada.
I've been
So
hearing that for years,
you
man.
you got to come here to get it off. So like I didn't know. I was gonna ask you where's Nicholas Craven from because I don't know where he's from. But I've
He's
been
from
seeing him
he's from
in the
some part
scene.
in Quebec, man. Some part in
Yeah,
Quebec. I'm near the border.
near the border. Okay, so you probably
Yeah.
close a
Because he
little,
told me
maybe
Quebec and Toronto. I'm sorry, go
Montreal or
ahead.
something. Montreal, maybe Montreal.
He's from Montreal. He's exactly
Okay,
from Montreal.
that's the closest. That's the closest city in Quebec to Toronto. That's only 4 hours from here. So, yeah, Montreal has a little scene. Like they got like a lot of Haitian niggas out there, and a lot of Spanish people out there, and they they do their thing. Like they do their thing out there. But like the hip hop scene is still not at the same level
Nah, he
as
told me
Toronto.
that.
Yeah,
He said
but like, but
he
they
said
got people out.
the music scene is popping, but as far as rapping, he
Yeah,
said
nah,
it's dead.
it's
He said
not rapping. Yeah,
you guys don't y'all they don't have nothing on y'all when it comes to the
yeah,
rapping.
yeah, not the rapping.
A-Wax is from there though, like the producer A-Track. I mean A-Track.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
from out there, man. Couple of producers.
I've been seeing Nicholas Craven's name for years, like for years. He's been doing
He's
this thing for
fucking
long. Yeah,
saying that he's dope is an understatement, man. He's fucking funny.
understand.
And
Nope.
he's a good guy, man. He's a
Those
real good
brands
guy.
and shit.
Man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Nicholas Craven, man.
shout out.
Hey, so look, we gonna keep it moving, man.
Keep it moving.
So being that you, like you said, man, you from Toronto, man, and a lot of people when they think of Toronto, man, not myself. Let me preference and say that, man. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of mainstream casual listeners, when they think of Toronto, they think of that Drake sound, that Party Next Door, that
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you say that really, like, what you guys doing, man? Would you say that your sound is like the soul of Toronto, man, opposed to those? And I'm not knocking those guys. Those guys do what
Yeah,
they do.
for sure.
It ain't my cup of tea, but it's okay.
For
Would you
sure.
say your sound is like the soul of Toronto?
Okay, so put it this way. Toronto, so mad love to those dudes because they open doors for eyes. You know what I mean? Which is good. The city opens up.
No
It's
doubt.
like an Atlanta now. It's like a LA now. It's a hot spot.
Mhm.
New York now. You know what I mean? But a nigga like Cardinal, who's been done this, for him to reach out to us, we're doing something. So Toronto, anyone from their own city, your own city is the last to show you love. That's just a fact. Even
Bro,
with
I
Drake.
swear, man,
Even with
that's my
Drake.
issue that I'm having right now, bro. Like I like my people that's like my close circle of friends, they telling me, man, look, don't worry about it, man. Like you know
Mm-hmm.
how it is, man. But it's like,
How
man,
it is.
I have really great content, man. I got some great artists, man.
Yeah.
That have not. We ain't talking about some guys in some basement, man. I'm talking about you guys have a fucking movement, man.
A movement.
You guys
A
are
movement.
fucking A-list artists, bro. Not
A
no
movement.
second tier, bro. Like to me, you guys are top tier, man.
Salute.
And
And
that's no cap. That's no cap. That's not me saying that because I'm talking to you face to face.
absolutely.
Like you
Absolutely.
got your shit stays in a rotation, man.
Absolutely. Salute. And so that goes with the real people will show real love. So Cardinal is a top A&R. He's a top exec in Universal. That's his job. He's not a rapper. Cardinal hasn't done a verse since.
Well, hold on. He was on Bite the Bullet though.
Yeah, he hasn't rapped before Bite the Bullet for anything for like 10 years.
Shit.
Bruh, he did that because he's like, yo, This is my favorite shit. I just want to spar with niggas. I haven't done this for so long. He came to us. He came to us. So that shows that now what we're seeing now since Bite the Bullet, especially,
he got his shit off. He got his shit off on that too.
Got his shit off. He didn't
got his shit off.
And he's talking some shit. You can kind of hear the undertone. He
might be talking to some
people, you know what I mean?
He was talking them bars, man. Like you said, man, them bars, man. A lot of times, man, like what I'm noticing, man, is from some reason, I don't know how it was back in the day, man, but artists nowadays, they're getting better. Like the older artists, man, they're getting like 38 steps, man. These cats, we all around the same age, man, and you guys are putting fucking classes. I'm gonna just say it, man. You guys are putting what you're doing. It's going to stand the test of time, man. It's always going to have a place in hip hop.
That's a plan. That's bigger than the money. That's bigger than the money. That's a plan. You know, especially for a person like me, because I can't speak for everybody. Everyone's situations is different, right?
No doubt.
Money is definitely a part of what you want.
No doubt.
Me personally, I'm gonna set myself up regardless. This shit, I see long-term longevity and as a vehicle to create a brand. Because in this world, there's no working for fucking a bank and working your way to the top anymore. There's no working for a company and working your way to the top. That doesn't exist. Entrepreneurship is where it's at. Exactly. That's what you have to have a business. You gotta be able to move your taxes. You gotta be able to fucking write this shit off. That's how you play the game out here. And that's the game I've been playing. So yeah, I'm just using this as a vehicle to create a brand. So all my niggas can eat. I got niggas that are electricians, a nigga that could be a bodyguard, a nigga that can do certain shit and create. And because we're successful, they're gonna be successful. And that's what the movement is. Like the movement's bigger than rap to me, but we'll get there in time. For right now, we're concentrating on rap, getting our craft right, and the other shit will take care of itself.
That shit's beautiful, man. I love to hear artists talk. That's why, like I said, man. When I asked you to be on my platform, man, like. I wanted to put somebody on my platform, man, not somebody that I feel like I'm gonna have an opportunity to talk to, man. Like I don't like your music. I fucking love your music, man. Like your shit stays in rotation, man. And it's not like, you know, I'm not gonna put somebody on my platform just because they got like 20,000 Instagram followers. Like I'm not gonna get no. If 6ix9ine or so and so came to me, I'm like, I'm good on that because I don't listen to your music.
Fuck that. You know what? You're genuine.
I don't listen to their music.
The energy is genuine because, and this is proof. I don't look at followers. I said to you, when you followed me, I looked at the page. I'm like, yo, this nigga's Jersey game is crazy. I'm gonna have to fucking steal some of these jerseys because the Bernard King shit. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to fucking order some of these joints because I wasn't even thinking like that. The Ozzie Smith shit. I'm like, yo, this shit had me fucking. The
appreciate it, man.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna follow this nigga off of that because
that's good enough.
When he posts that shit, you got Isaiah right now, yo, nigga, and then you hit me up and you're like, yo, I do this, you know? I'm like, what? All right, yo, I just felt the energy right away. This is how I work. I work off that natural shit, and that was so natural. And here we are doing a podcast like a week later.
Man, I appreciate that shit, man. Like I said, man, it's bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. I was actually nervous, man. Like before I even, because I don't get nervous, man. But it's like I really fuck with your music, man, and I really I want people need to hear what y'all got going on, and let's make no mistake about it. People listening.
Absolutely,
people listening. They hear. But I just feel like, man, with you guys doing, man, that shit need to be on it. Yo, that shit, the quality and the product is there.
It's coming.
It's there.
Coming. It's coming.
The quality, hey, look, we gonna get it. We gonna get all into that, man, real quick. When I think of your sound, man, like I said, when I think of your sound, man, it's almost. How can I put this, man? Because I hear your influences through, like you said, I hear some of your influences through Wu-Tang. Even though you have a very identifiable vocal tone and a flow. It's very unique. Mm-hmm. So. With that being said, how would you describe your sound? Because I'm gonna tell you after you answer this question. But how would you describe?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I feel like what people say to me throughout my life. I used to get Capadonna. I don't hear these things. I heard Capadonna. I've heard Royce a couple times from people, which was weird to me.
You said the
Um,
5'9" voice?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you mine. I'm gonna tell you what I think. Go ahead.
And then to me, I'm gonna tell you what the truth is for me. It's gonna sound funny. Saigon's Yard Father.
Saigon's dope, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
The first Saigon Yard Father shit, Yard Father Volume 1, the mixtape.
Yeah, that's like, what's that, like 05, 06, some shit?
Easily. Maybe, around that, 05, 06.
I had that. Go ahead.
He just came out of jail and shit. There's even before he was beefing with Mobb Deep and shit. That shit, I knew that shit back to front. I used to kill that so much that I think if you listen to him then, not the tone of my voice, just more maybe some of the cadence and delivery, I think it got trapped in my brain a little bit. And I don't know, I might be completely wrong, but like, that was my shit. And I think that way of rapping, like in the style, it just fed me those times. And I was rapping like this then, but they weren't really, Toronto didn't have a scene. So it was like,
I was just about to ask about that.
That's a tough fucking question you're giving me, man. I don't know.
No, I know, man. I gotta ask every MC, every lyricist that, man, because when I hear your sound, man, and you know what, you remind me a little bit, man, and maybe I'm biased, man, but it's just, you got that anime, like you paint these vivid pictures, man, and it's almost like on some cinematic shit. It should kind of remind me like a merging of like Ghostface and Raekwon, man, like your style, man, like the animation, the flow, like for some reason, man, that's what it reminds me of, man. Like you don't sound like them, but your energy, man, and the animation that Ghostface has, man, with his voice, man. Like you and Danny, man, that's one of the reasons why I love you two guys, man. Because you guys have one of the most distinctive. If you and Danny was reading the fucking phone book, that's Asun Eastwood. If Danny was reading the fucking carryout menu, I'ma know that's Danny.
For sure.
And a lot of guys, man, that's rapping nowadays, you can't tell who's who. Everybody's like dick riding each other, man.
Yeah, everyone has similar to there's that Rock Marcy type of person. There's like even like a Ghostface type of tones. There's some of those dudes. You know what's funny? Cardi just sent me a DM the other day, and he's like, "Yo, I just don't think that I'm fucking with you guys just for the moment. I like your movement, and we're gonna talk because I really shouldn't say shit, but they're trying to lift him up in the like to be president or something at Universal or some shit, right? So he's waiting for his time, and he's like, I'm gonna approach you guys. I don't know if this is what you want, but like I'm gonna approach you guys. He's like, yo, you guys are literally like, he said the same way as you. Like, it's not that you sound like them, but the feeling. You guys are Toronto, Raekwon, and Ghostface.
That's what it is. Because you don't sound like them, but it's that energy, that animation to your voice, man. And I love that shit. But look, man, again, man, so much to talk about, man. Again, man, I'm really enjoying this conversation, bro. This shit is
I love it.
This is this is more than what I expected, man. But look, let's keep it moving, man. I know you was on your first album now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it because I know Nimbus and Hollywood Briggs came out the same year? Which one came out first, though?
Nimbus. You're right.
Nimbus came out first. Okay. So anyway, let's go. We're gonna go back to that. I remember you mentioned Hollywood Briggs, man. Like, who was he, and like who was he to you, and why you decide to name your album after him?
Okay, so if you go back in some of my pictures there, you see my Instagram, maybe like some of my early pictures, might be some 2016 in there. He might be the only one commenting. Briggs is a family dude, but he gets it. He's out here. He's a hustler. He was tattooing. He was doing art. He was grinding that shit. He's on actually like there's some skits of him talking. We're talking about like, yo, let me get that boy. That was actually him talking. We did that skit way before he died. You know? Yeah. Let me calm down. But
yeah.
And this is the thing. When you lose someone that like you expect that could talk for you, like he literally the type of trust I had in him was like, if I wasn't in the room and fucking Jigga was asking about me, if he asked Briggs about me, I would trust it better than I trust myself almost.
That's
So,
love, man. That's
so,
love.
and
That's what's up.
on top of it, we made money together. So
Mm.
not only that's secondary. Not only the first part is love naturally, but to eat with someone now you have to change the direction of how you move
No
because
doubt.
that also was affected. Bro,
Mm.
that loss was heavy on me. And he has a family, but this is how real he is. He has like 4 kids, and my dude had them taken care of already. Like he didn't leave them financially behind. He already
Oh,
had
that's
his
what's up.
legacy set up. So what
That's
had
what's up.
happened was like 3 days before he died, that was September 29th. 3 days before, I literally messaged him to say, yo, we're gonna I want to come over and talk about doing the artwork for my next project, which shouldn't have been Hollywood Briggs. It's supposed to be something totally different called The
Okay.
Globe.
Oh man, man, keep going,
Yeah.
man.
So so we were supposed to link up on the Friday, right? This was like a Tuesday or Wednesday. And he had painted a portrait. You probably see that in the back a little bit. It's kind of far. He painted a portrait for me. He did like a portrait for my mom and stuff, all this shit. And I was like, yo, he's like, yo, you're really stepping up with this shit. Like the way you're coming now, I see this, and we're supposed to link on some business shit on Friday. Let me tell you, that day, September 29th, I woke up to the fucking craziest thunder sound. I don't know if I dreamt it or if it was real. It was boom, like crazy. I woke up, I checked my phone, right? Because I remember like, yo, that's fucked up. Like my heart's beating and shit. I checked my phone.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's like, yo, call me right now. My other dude, Sauce, salute Sauce. These dudes don't rap, you know what I mean? So
Right.
Sauce calls me, he's like, yo, Briggs died. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. I'm supposed to see him in like an hour. Yo, he's dead, bro. That shit was like, bruh, that shit hurts like still now, you know? It's like,
That's great.
It's just, you don't, the feeling of that shit is just, it was too much. So like, to honor him, and November 11th is like, my mind is just flying right now. But November 11th
Take
is
your
like,
time, man. Hey, this is a conversation, man. I don't even want to. I don't even. This ain't even an interview, man. It's a conversation. I want you to feel comfortable, man.
Yo, men, the way what men are is like we just want to push all the feelings down. Like, yo, let me just push all this shit down. And yo,
man.
it's hard to get that shit off, but like feel it in your chest. But Remembrance Day, November 11th, it was just only right, and I had to digitize the thing that he painted, the portrait he painted for me, and I was like, you know what, Hollywood
so that album cover was a portrait, a painting already.
Yeah, because he was holding a portrait of me that he did. And and then mine painted that. And then that came to that. So when I say like the project was supposed to be, I had a certain concept project with some of those songs on Hollywood Briggs. But because I wanted to get it out and also raise some bread for his family and shit, I just made it more of like a mixtape. And I got like his brother to talk on the intros and the.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, who was the kid?
Yeah, that's his brother, his younger brother. And it was like doing that was just something I had to do. I didn't care about the music so much. Like when I listened to Hollywood Briggs, just the order, I wouldn't have ordered it that way. It was just something we pushed out quick. And it had to happen. Like for me, I look back and I like it. I love it, but like
I love that project, man.
But it just had to happen this way. I didn't even, certain songs I didn't even want to release yet. Like Summer's Over's on that. There's so much like loose parts. Like I have Danielson on there 2-3 times. I would never do that. You could spread something out more. You know what I mean? Like, let's take this one and use this for this, and take this, use that. But this was just like, let's just put something out and do it, So we did the tour there, and yeah, that was a big thing for me. But salute to the family.
I like that song.
Salute to Ashley. Salute to Ashley.
I like this Samson Beard. That's my favorite.
Samson Beard. Oh yeah, with Snacks.
And Samson Beard, man, you spazzed on that shit, bro.
Oh yeah. I heard that before. I heard that.
What's his name? Snacks.
Yeah.
I love that shit, man. That's a good one right there, man. But look, Man, rest in peace to Hollywood Briggs, man.
Salute,
Sad.
salute.
Let's
Rest in
get
peace,
that
brother.
out there, man. I noticed, man, like as I'm listening to your catalog, man, I see that you guys do a lot of music, man, with like a lot of music, man. But you do a lot of features, man. Like I see a lot of stuff that you guys do with the cloth,
Oh,
like with Riggs and Mooch. You know what I'm saying?
Rob Gates.
Yeah, Rob Gates, man. How did those relationships start, man? Because I'm a diehard Claw fan, and I know how far are you guys from that part of New York?
Yeah. Okay, so this is crazy.
I know there's a two-part question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was basically a two-part question. Like, I know they like how far are they from you, and when did you guys start working with those guys?
Okay, so they're from Toronto to Rochester is 3 hours. They're even closer to us than fucking Quebec.
Jeez.
There's a lot of parallels because naturally, we got like Niagara Falls, right? Niagara Falls is like.
Now, is that New York or Canada?
Also, there's a New York side and there's a Canada side. So
okay, I got an interview with Jamal Gasol Saturday. He's from there.
So
go ahead.
So the Canada from Toronto to Niagara Falls is like an hour, and that's like one of the wonders of the world. So naturally, like the Rochesters, the Buffaloes, those dudes be in Toronto a lot because it's like closer to New York than it is to they're closer to Toronto than they are to New York City. You know what I mean? So there's always naturally there's a parallel there, right? But those dudes, the genesis of that shit was Finn, and Finn is a
shout out to man. Before you say anything else, man, that All Due Respect album last year is stupid, bro.
Stupid.
That shit is stupid. That shit's stupid, bro. I literally played that album probably 3 times in a row when it dropped. Yeah. Dead ass, no cap.
Salute. That means a lot.
Cap, man. Shout out to Finn, man.
Finn.
He's crazy.
He's a connector of men. Pause. He connects people though, man. He connects people. So he researches like a motherfucker, and he's like, "Yo, you guys heard this Riggs dude? This is like early." And he did like a beat, and he just reached out, and he's like, "Yo, I got this shit with Soze. They did the tuna fish shit."
Like with Soze.
Yeah. Salute Soze. Tomorrow he's dropping with his shit. His shit is crazy.
Already know, man. You talk about like I talk about distinctive voices, man. Yeah, I love his grittiness, bro.
He's the cannibal, man. He's a beast, man.
When you guys, when all 3 of you guys come together, man, that shit like Voltron, man.
Yo, that shit crazy,
bro. That shit should be illegal, bro. That shit should be illegal, man. It's bad enough, man, when you and Danny do music together. That shit is crazy. Then you add Cypher in it.
Yo,
man, let's keep it moving because I can talk about y'all. I can talk about that all day, man. Go ahead, man.
Yo, it's just honestly natural, man. And then once they did that, then they shot the video for Tuna Fish. And when they shot that shit, they went over to Rochester. And because we shake hands, this business is like all the internet shit is cool, but like shaking hands, that's why I want to do videos, because that's even kind of closer to there's some type of feel. I can see you, you know what I mean? And when we come to DC, we're gonna, it's like you told me, yo, it's love.
Hey, I get, bruh. Say less. Say less.
Out here, it's the same thing.
Say less.
What we do. So they have the same principles. They move with principles and codes.
No doubt.
Once we linked up, it was just like, oh, we get it. We all get it. And it was just so natural and organic, man. It's now I got a whole project with Mav. Me and Mav are gonna drop. We've been done that. It's dumb. Yo, that one's dumb.
Hey, shout out to Mav, man. Yo, shout out to Mav, man. Shout out to all the whole that whole cloth movement, man.
The time
Illinois, man. Mooch.
Riggs.
Man, Riggs. Yeah, times change, man.
Times change. Yo, Simp, bro.
Those guys are dope. I just talked to Simp yesterday.
Those dudes are fucking crazy. It's the same. Yo, we're paired. Like there's so much respect, and we give a fuck. We want this as bad as we both do, like both sides, and we're real with it. There's no There's no rapper ego shit like all this politics shit. Like it's just
Right.
When we linked up at the studio, we recorded probably like 3 or 4 joints, but we're for 12 hours talking about business, talking about that's how much that shit costs in Toronto. Yo, maybe we need to do this and do that. And you have a plug to CMOS. You know, Riggs is on his shit. I got some plugs worked out for that shit.
Hey, shout out to Riggs, man. He helping me get right in that gym, man.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm down 18 pounds in the last month and a half.
Hey, I just lost about 40 in the past year. So, I was brought up there. Man, we could talk about that off air, but I was getting there borderline diabetic, man.
Me too.
Last year.
That's why I changed my shit.
I changed my health is wealth, man. Like we as we get older, man, you can't put the same stuff in your body that you was doing when you're 21, 22 years old, man.
Yo, last year you would have saw me drinking some shit. Now I'm drinking water. You know what I mean?
That's all I drink.
Alcohol in my body for a while, but I will.
Hey,
but I want to balance. You know what I mean?
There you go. Balance. No doubt. Mm-hmm. Well, look, this a part of the show, man, where we play start, bench, and cut, man.
Okay.
Start, bench, and cut. So, man, I know you mentioned pun, and I mentioned Raekwon, who you remind me of. You remind me. I see a little bit of Quan in you, man, because of the flash, man. You got that motherfucking swag, man.
Absolutely.
And we gonna talk about that shit. We gonna talk about that shit. But anyway, so start, bench, cut. We got pun, we got Nas, and we got Raekwon. Who would you start? Who would you bench? Who would you cut?
Easy. Starting pun, benching Raekwon, cutting Nas. Yo,
hey, I can't even get mad at that, man. I can't even get mad at that, man. I don't have a strong argument, man. I don't have a strong argument against that.
10 years ago,
I would flip the first two. I would have Raekwon and then Nas, and then pun, and I would cut Nas. Shout out to Nas, a legend though.
You know what? Raekwon deserves to be started over longevity, but pun got cut short. Like there's nothing you could do about that. But his cadences, his breathing, all that shit, that's what I aspire to the most.
Bro, you know listen to Jealous One's Envy, man. When he spazzed on, man, he was like light years ahead of his time, man.
Light years.
I was like, man, this 1995 and you rapping like that?
Like that?
Like that?
How long it took me to rap like this? This thing is like 24, 25. It's crazy.
Pun is a goat, man. Pun is a goat. He's a goat. But look, we're gonna continue. One more. I got one with the current artists. Current artists, man. And I know you worked with some of these guys before, man. Fuck it, man. We go do it, man. This ain't no disrespect, man. But
put me in the pressure cooker.
It is what it is, man.
So pressure cooker.
Yeah, man. You in the pressure cooker, homie. You in the pressure cooker, man. We got start, bench, cut. I got Benny the Butcher. I got Conway, and I got Rock Marciano.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Pressure cooker. Pressure cooker. God.
Yo, okay. Holy fuck. Okay, let me tell you. Let me explain this. A story's gonna come with this first.
Hey, I'm all ears, man.
I'm
Please
gonna preface it because it's unfair no matter how you look at it. So I'm gonna preface it. So Rock Marcy kind of kept me through this drought before like the Griseldas came, right? When we talk about Marksburg and those joints, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now though, when this is when I forgot this in my Genesis back.
Go ahead.
Uncle Doe was like, yo, you could do this. Listen to this. And he gave me Fly God. Okay. And I was like, yo, there's a lane for this now. All right.
The best Griselda album ever. I just had to say that. I just had to put that out.
That's fair.
Continue.
When I heard Conway's verse, I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I was like, on the fucking dunks, on the dunk shit.
Dunks, yo, yes.
So when I heard that shit, I told you about me. Just like I did with Danielson. I researched. So I'm like, I have to find out who this is. And I found Conway. Reject 2. I found Reject 2. Bruh. I sent Reject 2
Oh
to
God.
Doe, and he's like, yo, this dude is crazy. Who the fuck is this? I'm like, yo, he was on the Fly God. You didn't hear him? He's like, yo, I didn't know he had his own shit. I'm like, yo, so Reject 2, I can't lie, I played that shit crazy.
That's
And this
before Fly God. Reject 2.
yeah, before
Because
Fly God.
Fly God was 2016. I think
Yes.
Reject 2. I think it's 2015.
Yes, yes.
Reject 2.
So look at this. This is what's hard too with rap because I love it, but you can't be a fan no more when you're in it because it takes away from what you're doing, right? It's hard to it's hard to completely listen. So that's really the last project I really listened to over and over and over and over again, right? So Conway was the first one I like the most out of Griselda right off top.
Right.
And then they dropped DGSN. And I heard, and Benny snapped on Fly God too, but on DGSN, he had a verse where he was going to fuck off like a minute and a half. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? And I went on West, at the time, West Side Gun was following me and shit, because we're like, you know, I was giving those niggas some bread. And for the verses for Conway.
Okay.
And then, you know, they got big now, so whatever. I was like, yo, who's this? Where's the Benny page? I couldn't find Benny the Butcher. But I did because when I found the page, he was doing like trap type of shit at the time.
And yeah, like, man. I didn't like he got a track with G Herbo, man. I like Benny's verses. I didn't like the music.
This is the thing. I didn't put them together. I thought they were two separate people. So I'm like, is this the same? Because I'm a hustler. I'm like, yo, let me get a verse from this nigga too. That's on this shit. Right. I don't care. Let's load this shit up. And I think I put a comment. They erased my comment. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, you know, I was just inquiring to see who the fuck this is. So anyway, I lost out on that. So, but I knew that Benny was the nicest. I swear to God, I knew that Benny was the nicest.
Are you serious?
You know why? Because
yeah, tell me, man. I want to hear. I want to hear this.
The coke bars, man. I coke bars is everything for me. And when I hear intricate coke bars, like intricate coke bars, I'm not talking. Yo, shoot them up.
You know they did that shit. You know they was moving. You know they was moving.
100%.
Yeah. So he's too detailed about that shit.
Coke bars from Benny is my shit is so detailed that it sounds like I'm not even talking about it.
Exactly.
And he does that sometimes too. So I'm like, yo, this nigga right here. So currently, this is my list. Start, bench, cut. I'm starting Benny.
Okay.
And I'm benching Conway. And it's blasphemous to cut fucking Rock Marcy, but I like aggression, you know? Rock Marcy has a laid back flow. He talks that shit. He's fly. But like the Benny aggressive in your face with the fucking coke bars, I have to.
I respect that. I respect that, man. Hey, I can't even. Hey, that was a great story, man. That was worth listening to, man. The way you broke it, I can do nothing but respect that, man. I can do nothing but respect that. I would probably say,
hey, you can't put me here. What's your how you?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, mine's gonna be just a little different, man. I'm gonna start Rock Marciano.
Okay.
Mine's is backwards. I'm a bench Conway. And I'm gonna cut Benny. I'm gonna cut Benny, man. And look, Benny's output the past few years is stupid, man. The joint the plugs I met. I mean, we just dropped with Smoke Dizzer, everything, man. But when I first heard Benny, man, like I heard what you just said, he didn't stand out to me, man.
He did to me.
The voice.
But
because a lot of times with me, it's the voice, man. Like his voice.
Yeah.
He didn't have that gruff, that little edge to it like he have now, man.
You're right.
The ball was there.
Conway's voice was automatically like, oh shit.
You're in. Hook, line, and sinker. You in, and that's what I feel like. That's how your voice is, man. Like your voice, you have a voice. And like you just talking, man. Like it's one song when you talk. I think it's on the it's one song on the joint you did with Vago when you got this line where they say, man, where your punchlines at, and I punch him in the face, then I get right back. Yeah, and I'm like, hold up, man. what difference? Like, when did I'm trying to figure out when did hip hop supposed to be all about punchline? I thought it was about having. I didn't think
Story.
bars was only
Yeah,
punchlines. I thought bars is bars.
bars. And that's
Because the shit that you talking, the shit that you saying, and the way that you delivering it, that's
yes.
bars, man.
That's
Like,
what that
punchlines is cool, but
cool. Cool. To me, me and my dude Chops, rest in peace, Chops, he's like, yo, I don't give a fuck about punchlines. Let's talk our story and let the punchlines come naturally. If that happens, that
exactly
happens. Give your story. We're talking official shit. This is not no nursery rhyme, cat in the hat shit.
putting
This
words
is,
to.
yeah, like that shit.
I ain't trying to hear all that, man. That's cool,
Yeah,
but I'm not
yeah,
trying to don't riddle me to death,
yeah.
man.
That's
Give me
stand up
some
comedy.
content, man. Give me some
That's stand up
content, and
comedy.
the shit that you talking, man, is fucking content. And you do have some punchlines, so I don't even know whatever dumb
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like, I don't know who ever
That
said that to
that
you. I
was my
wanted to
homie.
ask you, but
That
I
was my
wanted to know,
homie
like, are
C.
people actually saying that? Like, what?
Yo, that's my homie C's. It's funny because he's my nigga. He's my nigga, my right hand. And he's like, yo, Ace, you just gotta give more punchlines. I'm like, yo, I played him that song before I dropped it, and I had him sitting beside me. And he's laughing. He's like, yo, you're a piece of shit.
Nah,
That
man.
I'm talking about bands on that joint.
Nah, so I mean, sometimes that's your preference, man.
For
Like,
sure.
hey,
For
shout out
sure.
to Lloyd Banks, the PLK, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But I love content. When you can do both, man, is
It's
great,
dope.
man.
That's what
And
it's about.
I feel like, man,
That's what it's
what
about.
you give the listener, man, is a feeling, man. So
Yeah.
um again with the I'm not going to be on this too long. We were just talking
Yeah.
about Conway, man. But how do you think about their movement, man? What they got going on?
Yeah.
Were you able to foresee this? Did you ever think that? Because I remember, before you answer that, I remember going to when Griselda came here back in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I bullshit you not. This is no cap. There were maybe 30 people in the crowd, bro.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt
And
it.
they put maybe 40. Maybe 40.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say 40.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this though. They performed like they was at Wembley or something, man.
Yeah.
They performed like they was at
I
Madison. That
believe
was
it.
one of the best live
I believe
shows
it.
I've
I
ever
believe it.
seen, man.
I believe it.
So again, man, what how did you foresee it? Because like I said, man, you worked with
Yeah.
Conway
Conway.
on Nimbus and Hollywood Briggs, man.
And Hollywood Breaks. And I did a joint with I threw Black because I met Black and I was like, yo, you need shine. I had the one in the tuck with
Well, I
my
never
city.
heard that one.
Yeah, that is just a Lucy. Like you'd have to research that one. That's
Oh, how
Conway,
about that? Okay.
myself, and Black Nazi, and the
Shout
Rochester
out to Black
DJ,
Nazi, man. He's dope as fuck too.
the open fuck, the Rochester DJ Chris. He
Rochester.
hit me. Yeah, DJ Chris from Rochester. He hit me up and he's like, yo, Chris G. He hit me up. He's like, yo, I've never heard someone put Rochester and Buffalo on a track. You're the first person I heard do that. I didn't know I was doing something. But apparently I did
Oh,
that.
man. I gotta write that down, man.
Yeah,
That's something I
apparently
need.
I did that.
I got Riggs coming up, man. I want to
Yeah,
talk to him about that, man.
yeah. Talk to him.
Yeah,
Apparently I did
I didn't
that.
know about that, man.
Apparently I
I had
did that.
no idea.
Yeah, that's dope. So I see. The thing is, I enjoy music. So I'm a person that once I enjoy it, this is a niche. I understood this is a niche genre. So I can't say that I expected them to blow up and be at rock nation brunches and shit like that. I could never imagine that for them even. But seeing that happen made me know more because, like you said, only 40 people in the crowd. When we did our first shows in Jersey
That's
and
all it was.
Philly and in those places, we only had 40, 50 people in the crowd. Maybe we got like 200 at one time. And the same thing, people are fucking with it. It was dope. We put on a show. So I just see them. I salute them because they opened the door to shine light on it. And everyone's blueprint's not the same, but at the same time, we're in the same genre. So
Definitely.
we're coming right there. And I see that it's possible. So people like The Cloth and people like BBM, we're hungry. We're the hunger.
Y'all here, man. Y'all here. Fuck that, man. Y'all here, bro. Y'all here. Cause we like my niggas, we fuck with y'all heavy, man. Like if y'all come here, whenever y'all decide to come here, man, yo, y'all gonna get love here, man. Cause I'm gonna plug the shit out of y'all music, man. I'm gonna do my best to plug the shit out of y'all music. And y'all got great shit, man. What I see, the output, man, and the quality, man, it speaks for itself, man. But let's keep it moving, man. So let's fast forward, man, to Big Ghost LCD, man, one of my favorite producers, man, in the game. I love this guy. He
Yeah,
dropped the project earlier this year, and you was featured on like 6 songs, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, as part of that
How
project.
how was that, bro? Like how was that working with Big Ghost, man?
Yo, that was crazy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about
He's
this
a
nigga
big
Big
deal
Ghost.
in my world. Big Ghost is a big deal.
Of course, my world too.
He
My world
he
too.
has never. I'm talking about from Vic Spencer to Conway to Griselda Ghost. Big
Nothing
Ghost
beats him.
don't disappoint.
He doesn't disappoint.
He
Never.
does. He doesn't
Ever.
disappoint.
And I'm gonna raise the bar on this even more for you liking Big Ghost right now with this one. So I got the so Big Ghost started following me in 2016, right? And when I dropped my first video, 5 pound minimum, salute mercenary, he was in my DM like, yo, I've never seen anyone with this type of quality video with a storyline in this genre ever. Yo, that's crazy. We're gonna link up one day. I was like, all right, cool. You know, I hear shit. I don't process it until
Right.
I don't count the money before it's in my hand.
No
So
doubt.
so let's fast forward to what 2018, almost going to 2019, like November 2018.
Okay.
No, November 2019, because it's 2020. My years are fucked up. November 2019, I get an email, and he's like, "Yo, I want to send you some joints." Oh, word? Yeah, send me some joints. Yo, I got these joints. I'm thinking about doing like a project with a whole bunch of artists. I got some joints from Riggs and Mooch already. You know, I'm talking to Recognize Ali. Would you
Yo,
be with
shout
it?
out to Recognize Ali. He's
Shout
dope
out
too.
Rec.
Man.
Shout out Rec. Good
He's
dude.
dope
Good
as
dude.
shit.
We shook hands too. Like Rec, Rec is a dude. He goes to the studio. I brought him to the studio I go to because he stays in Toronto now. So
Yeah, I'm at to reach out to him, man. I
reach
I
out
love
to
this
him.
shit
Reach
that he
out to
does,
him.
man.
Good dude. Good dude. So he records where I record now. But
Okay.
so I was like, yo, say less. Like, of course. So he sent me like 3 joints, maybe 3 or 4 joints, like a Dropbox folder. And it was like the beats were dope, but he's like, yo, just this is not finished beats. This is just what it is. If you fuck with any of the vibe, just do what you do. And how I am, an opportunity is never gonna be squandered. I sent them shits back in like 3 days, right? So
Wow.
maybe four joints.
He
No,
got you
actually,
on 6 fucking songs, man. You're featured. You're
yo,
featured on that album more than anybody.
I think maybe I did
Nobody.
3.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I maybe did 3 first, right off top. And then he's like, yo, this is crazy. So he's like, yo, try and get me some more. But then I got got through like doing too much. I was doing too much. So I forgot. Then he's like, yo, no, maybe it was earlier 2019. My dates might be a little skewed. But
Hold on.
now
I'm trying to figure out my damn self. That album
yeah,
came out earlier this year or late? I know it.
it was January, first week in January it came out this year.
Okay, I was about to say,
Yeah.
I know it was around that 20.
So
Yeah.
I feel like he sent me the initial email early 2019, and then he followed up around September 2019. And
hold up, time
like,
out. Go back. You said earlier he sent it to you early in 2019?
Yeah, early 2019. So this is a year. And I did the 3 joints, and then he hit me like later 2019, like, yo, I'm wrapping up. I'd love 1 more joint from you. But like even 2 more. And I'm like, all right, but I only did 1. So I did 1. So peep this. He hit me around Christmas. He's like, yo, I got a beautiful Christmas gift for you. And I'm celebrating with my people in my crib. I had all my people there. And this is probably like midnight. So like the older folks left, the people with kids left. And
right.
Me and my dude C's just sitting at the table talking shit, drunk.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, look at this shit. And I know I only did 4 songs. And I see my name on like 6 or 7 joints.
That's what I'm saying,
like,
man. It's like
when did I do 6 joints? I don't even remember. What the fuck? So I'm like, yo, we're playing this shit. Yo, the beats I recorded over weren't even some of the same shit. This guy he fucking rizzed the shit out of this shit.
Yo,
and when I tell you what I recorded on was different than what he put out, bruh. That man is different. And he chopped my verses like to fit the other people. Like if you catch it, like some of the artists, like everyone on there, I'm looking at the shit when I'm looking up right now because I got the plaque up there. everyone like will have like a verse that might be only be 8 bars, and then he took the other 8 bars and put it somewhere else. So like he's just chopping and moving to whoever fit. That man is different.
That dude he's a chemist, man. That motherfucker, he's surgical with this shit.
Yeah, he is. He's
surgical with that shit, man. Hey, I always wanted to ask an artist this, man, like that work with Big Ghost. I don't know if this is forbidden, but do you talk to him or what, man? Are you not allowed to speak? If you're not allowed to speak, man, just because he's a ghost. Because I think I asked a particular artist, man, and he just basically said, "Oh, Uncle John." Okay. Uncle John here in DC, man. He's a ghost. He said he's a ghost.
He's a ghost. Yo, I didn't get this email. When I talked to the brothers Riggs and Mav and those niggas, I was like, yo, you niggas talk to him? Like, yo, we be trying to call him. We be trying to get the phone number and shit. Nobody's talked to this nigga. He is
that's exclusive, man. Hold up. You heard it here first, man. Big Ghost is actually a ghost, man.
A ghost. I heard rumors that he might be living here. He might be. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. And to be successful and never be seen.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Man. It's crazy.
I've never heard of anything like this, man. I always wanted to like ask an artist this, man. I'm like, surely somebody has seen him before, heard his voice.
No one. Honestly, I have no clue of any. The best person to ask to me would be Bozak, because Bozak and him have done like different levels of business, like with the hoodies and the logos and shit.
So, his merch is stupid.
Bozak would be the one.
Ghost merch is crazy.
If anyone talked to him, it would be only Bozak to me. I don't know.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Remember that question. Man. That's a question because I want to know. That.
Yeah, man. I have to ask, man. That is like one of the 8th wonders of the world, man. He's one of the 8th wonders of the world, man. But look, I see you rocking that Raptors jersey, man. I take it you a Raptors fan, man. How was the city, man, when y'all won that championship, man?
Let me hit you with this.
What was the energy, man? What was the energy in the city, man? Because I'm a Bullets fan, man. So I've never seen my team win shit.
Absolutely, yo. The energy, 3 million people in the fucking parade, the biggest parade ever. Yo, but our city's crazy, so people are getting shot. They fucked it up. But yo, that shit is not. I can't even lie though. Like, cause Corey's my man, right? Corey Joseph.
Right.
So I be getting like the family passes and shit to go. But like, I just go to the Knicks game. I'm a Knicks fan. So
you're not a Raptors fan.
Yo, I'm Raptors by choice by city. That's my city. Okay. But Knicks originally, because Raptors only came in 95, right?
95 with Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah, Damon Stoudemire. I was a super Penny fan. Penny was my dude. That's who I want my game to be like. And then as it came through, like New York, I didn't like Jordan. The second Jordan run, I hated Jordan. The second,
I always rooted against him.
Always.
I knew he was great, but my brother was a Bulls fan, and I just whatever he liked, I had to root against that.
That type of shit. So the first 3, I liked Jordan. When he left and came back, I was all about Penny, and because Jordan and the Knicks used to have those battles, I was like, yo, I'm rocking with the Knicks. That's my squad. And so Knicks has probably been my first love. But then when Corey comes out here, I'll be all in Knicks gear, sitting next to his sister and shit. They'll be like, yo, you're a piece of shit. How you doing that? I'm like, I don't care. I have to be loyal. You know what I mean? And I have some pictures with him, like where I'm in all Knicks shit, and he's just like, yo, shaking his head and shit. But yeah, so Toronto, but it's my city. I can't hate on my city. Like we're going.
I mean, right? They much better than the Knicks, man. I mean, you're not ready to like fully convert, man. Because man, Toronto, you can say what you want, man. The Raptors don't miss no play. The Raptors ain't missed the playoffs in like 10 years, man.
I know. My man Mercer. I know.
I'm talking about even when y'all had DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
I mean, they was winning 60 games, man.
It was. But there's a time where
still getting bounced out the playoffs.
When Melo was with the Knicks, though, they were killing them times. Knicks was killing Toronto.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. But
when he went down, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
After the Jeremy Lin shit, it was probably been a wrap.
Linsanity.
Yeah.
Hey man, so look, we talking a little bit about this fashion shit, man. Let's get into this, man. Like,
let's get into it,
bruh, where the fuck did you get your fashion, your style, that whole swagger from, man?
yeah,
It's not even just the fashion, man. Like, even with the visuals and the videos, man, it's like,
yeah.
how
Yo,
did like, when did you decide like this is the type of artist I'm going to be, man? Because when I look at your shit, man,
yeah.
it's grimy, but it's polished, grimy, man. It's like it's like you
I'm
said
glad
when we
you
were
get it.
talking about like West Side Gun and those guys, man. Like, that's the type of shit that you got going. That's why
Yeah,
when I look at you, man, and see what you guys doing, it's like,
I'm,
man, the visuals, man. You painting this movie,
I,
man. It's
I'm,
so much going on, bro.
I'm,
How did all that
I'm,
come to
I'm
you, man?
glad. I'm glad you get it. You know, and that the thing for me that I've always noticed about Toronto early before even Drake, nobody does anything properly. Like nothing's clean. You know what I mean? Like everything's always half done. And so I have a half sister that's from New York, right? My dad was, moving around.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used to go to New York when I was young. And back in the day there was no internet, right? So like internet buying clothes off internet, it wasn't
Oh no,
what you
that
got. What you got was from your
look to the
city, and
store in
Toronto
the
wasn't
store.
on the map with fashion like that. But when
Mm.
I used to go to New York and see Gerbo and see all these fly fucking like yo, I used to see. I remember. You remember Annie Up video? Lil
Oh yeah,
Fame
yeah. The Mob Deep. I mean
and
MOP.
MOP and Lil Fame is wearing these Gerbo jeans in that video, bruh,
No, I remember. Yeah, yeah. Those was
with
fire.
these big pockets on the front.
Yeah.
Yo, I fucking
2000,
I went
2001,
to New
2000.
York and I went to New York just to get that shit. I'm 17 years old,
You
but
got the same ones?
I got the same fucking ones. So,
Sheesh.
and this is what you got to understand too. Toronto's even more behind. So that's so much more special out here. I was just always been known to be fly from when I was a kid, and that's why West Side Gun resonated with me because I'm like, yo, these niggas don't know how parallel this shit is, but Toronto's not on the map, so it's like whatever. I just bite my tongue, but I've been doing this shit. Like that's why when I saw the jerseys, I'm like, oh, yo, this nigga gets like those shits aren't cheap. The jerseys you're
Nah,
copping,
man.
you're talking
These shit like
300 and
I
up.
get these shit like they t-shirts, man.
Yeah,
Like
300
my
and up. You
fiance,
got them like t-shirts.
I got she gave me a budget, man. She said, man, because I probably spend about I ain't bragging on them. I probably spend about 600 a week on this shit, man.
Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Minimum
on a
probably.
week.
Your
Because
collection is
whatever, if
crazy.
it's new and I like it, I just copped the Draza Petrovic joint.
Ooh,
Shit, that shit was
the net shit, that shit is
The
hard.
the tie dye nets,
Ooh,
not the white one, not the solid
the
blue one.
blue
The
shit.
tie dye that I seen Rock Marciano had it on one day, man, and
Ooh,
I think I reached out to him, and he was
yeah,
like, "Nah, man, I can't sell this, man." So
yo,
I ended up
that
copping
shit
this.
is
They hit
crazy.
me on the head though. They got me.
Yo, I'm gonna tap
I had
in
to
with
get it
you
though.
when I want certain shit. I have to tap in with you because I have to figure
Yeah,
out where to
man.
get some of this
Hey,
shit.
I'm the plug when it comes to that, man.
Okay,
Like
I'm
y'all ain't
tapping
seen
in.
y'all ain't seen nothing yet, man. I got
I
shit,
already
man.
know. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Yo,
Nah, man, I just love your style, man. Like I'm
salute,
watching, like I said,
salute,
man, down to the
salute.
low, the polo shit you be
Yeah,
rocking, man.
absolutely. We've been
Man,
wearing polo.
y'all shit, man. You be having some shit on, man.
Yo, we've been
I'm like,
wearing
man,
polo
where I go
for
to the
years.
polo store, man. Where this at?
Yo, for
I don't see
years,
this
man.
shit. I
That's
go online.
for
I'm like,
years.
I'm looking for this shit. Where this shit at,
Yo,
man?
I be having my pots in Burberry and shit. Like this is the type of shit. I don't know, man. I just love this shit. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I can't. I've been watching Rake One and those niggas do that shit when I was a kid. Like what I thought my goal growing up when I was like 12 was like when I buy my first Maxima, I'm only playing fucking Built for Cuban Links and I'm only playing Iron Man only. You know, that's all I'm listening to. That was my goal. Like Maxima was a fucking Bentley to me.
Oh
A
my
fucking
god.
a
That
fucking
and Acura Legend in
Acura.
DC
Yo, you took it
in
right out.
DC
Acura Legend. Like
that
a fuck.
Legend.
My first car that I bought was a 99 TL, an Acura TL.
Mm,
Yo, I was fucking
mm.
18 with the TVs coming out of that bitch.
Oh my, couldn't tell you
Nigga,
shit.
I've been living on my
Couldn't tell you
own,
shit.
doing this shit since 18, nigga. 18. Fucking bitches.
Damn, fam.
I better be quiet. Because my wife is
Nah,
out
that's
there.
all
But
good, man.
I was fucking bitches like crazy. And I just knew that everything was lining up. I'm like, I get fly, I get money, I own some shit. and I fuck bitches. That comes after. Yo,
But
this
that's
is the
the
perfect
thing.
class
You
for me.
came in the game from when I first saw you, man. You came like you was mentioning earlier, man. You was living the life of a rapper before you was really a
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's I just like lifestyle. I like lifestyle. That's what I like.
rapper. And I love that, man. I like the way that you put the fashion behind the music, man.
Salute.
It's like
Salute.
you put that shit, you mold that shit together, man.
Salute. I'm glad
And
you get it.
people,
I'm glad
yeah,
you
I
get
get
it.
it, man. I get it, man. And speaking of all of that, man, Mercenary Films, man. Talk about your relationship with Mercenary, man, because I
So,
noticed they do a lot of your shit, man. What's going
yo,
on with that?
so Mercenary, that's another connection. So Danielson worked with Mercenary first. Like I worked with Future Wave first. And we all met the first time at Summer's Over. So like Future Wave met Danielson first, and I met through that video, and then I met Mercenary through that video. And from
Okay.
that point on, it's like me and Mercenary had a chemistry with the video, with the visual shit. That was another level that we need to link up. And Danielson and Future Wave have a chemistry of like those crazy exotic fucking guitar type of beats.
Yeah, yeah.
Them two cook at a different type of level. Like it's like they're fucking on acid together. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
we gonna get into that, but keep going, man. I'm listening.
So the first joint I did with Mercenary, we did £5 minimum, and it was like a storyline. Everything I've done with Mercenary has pretty much been like a
That's
story.
my shit right there. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
I have real actors. Yo, the dudes that are in the video, the actors, my dude Shane, shout out Shane.
Yeah.
IMDb, check IMDb, Shane Marriott. My niggas in like super on Netflix and shit. I'm paying these niggas to be in my video as a mom and pops. I have no budget. This is coming out of my pocket. And I'm like, yo, this is the storyline. This is what we're gonna do. My nigga Carlisle J. Williams, IMDb that nigga. Yo,
I can't tell, man. I can't tell. Like, if you know that you looked at my stories, man, like I've been posting a lot of your shit, man. Because I'm like, man, it's a movie, man. Like watching y'all shit is like, you like you can't. That's why it feels funny when you say underground, because I'm like, it's nothing underground about this shit.
I know.
Look at Drake. Look at a Drake video like No Lies or something, and then look at any of y'all shit.
I know.
That ain't no shit that's shot with some little old ass 8mm camera or something, man.
This is what hurts Merce's feelings, because Merce, when I first linked up with Merce is like, yo, don't worry, just pay me this. I'm like, nigga, if I pay you this, another nigga can pay you that.
Hey, that's love right there, man. That's real shit.
More than that. Let me put this money in your hand, because this has to be certain level. When I look at some of these, I'm not gonna even say names, but you
already know. We know
the quality is like, you guys have budgets behind you. How? If I had $100,000, if I had fucking $50,000 to throw,
that's what I'm saying,
nigga.
Your shit looks like that.
Looks 50,000.
Your shit look like. I'm like, man, what the fuck is Interscope putting money? Like, what the fuck?
That's what.
Because I'm looking at all these other niggas, and I'm looking at your shit like underground. You can't. This is not underground. This ain't underground.
And that's gonna separate us alone. That too. So hey, let them keep on doing rapping the hallway shit. That's cool. I might have a couple of those shits, but I'm gonna put the time and effort and make something that's gonna stand out and stick forever. Visuals, you already like the music. Now you get to have eye candy with it. You know, sometimes you might not even hear the music all the way because you're like, what's happening here? You know what I mean? So I'm making you come back. It's all in the game, man.
Thing, man. When I meant to mention this earlier, man. Like you guys, when I listen to your music, man, I've never been to Toronto. I feel like I've been there. I feel like, man, you can ask me something and I can tell you, oh yeah, that's down this way. Like I feel like I like the way, like how vivid the pictures that you and Daddy paint, man, and Cypher. I feel like I've been to Toronto, man. And then when I get the visuals, I'm like, man, this is the next level shit. And I just want the listeners, man, to tap in, man, because you guys are a motherfucking diamond in the rough, man.
It's gonna happen.
A diamond in the motherfucking rough.
They couldn't stop us. They fucked up and let us in like a little inch. They're not.
Man.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I appreciate you, brother, because people like you, this shit doesn't work without people like you. And it's authentic support. You just fuck with it. and you don't care to hide that you like. Some people fuck with it and just, I don't want to let them know. You know what I mean?
That shit
giving out
corny.
some
That's corny.
flowers.
That's
Yeah,
corny. That's corny. That's corny.
yeah, it
That's
is.
corny, man. Like,
It is.
my thing
But
is, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you get your shit off.
Let me just say this, man. And I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to say this, man. Like, you guys, man, are given like a breath, led by Griselda. But now with you guys continue to carry that torch, man, I feel like you guys are like a breath of fresh air in hip hop to the point it don't feel like underground. Like when I hear that, like it's not to me. If you got a movement, if you got a movement and you able to feed your family, that's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about how much money you got.
Followers.
I don't care about what's in the next man's pockets, man. Give me quality music or get lost, man. And you guys just give me quality music, man. Like you guys give us that feeling, man. And I just, I have no problem reaching out to you opposed to. So I don't have no problem giving you your flowers, man, because I want you to keep doing this, man. I want to hear more Asun Eastwood. I want to hear more Future Wave, more Danielson, man.
That's genuine, and you can't beat genuine. When you're genuine, you win. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, I had no thoughts to say, oh, I can't do this interview. What the fuck? Yo, this is gonna be fun. Let me throw on a jersey for this shit.
Why not?
Throw on a jersey.
Man, I appreciate it, bro. Like me saying I appreciate it, man. It's an understatement.
We need
man.
you. This shit is fly. You
Thank you.
You know what you're doing? You're good. We need this. If we don't have
that shit means the world to me, man. Like I said, man, I'm not stopping, man. I'm not about to take my foot off these niggas' neck, man.
Let's go.
Because I feel like, man, there's a lane.
The same way too. I'm gonna promote you the same way.
That's love, man. That's love, man. So, as like I just said, man, like I hate using that word underground, man. But have you ever? And I don't even know why I'm even about to ask this, man. But have you ever like thought, like you look at what Tory Lanez and them doing, and you look at Drake? Have you ever was like, you know what, man? I could probably do that and get a quick bag real quick, man, and jump back. Like, have you ever thought about that, man?
Let me tell you something. Okay, let me give you. There's another story here. So
we got time.
Like, the time with 18, that's Ransom again. Like those days. In those days with 18 and like
come on, man. You know you talking to Joe Budden, Fabulous, Stack Bundles.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, man.
I love Stack Bundles. Stack Bundles is one of my
favorites. Recipe Stack Bundles. You couldn't tell me nothing about no 18.
Raekwon Elliott. So let me, and that's where my sister's from, Far Rock. So
shout out to Far Rock.
So at that time, I was rapping in those times, and I was with this crew called Loose Cannons. All right, and it was about 8 niggas, right? And Traps brought me to the crew. And he's like, yo. So anyway, one of the niggas in the crew, I did like a diss song out of like, I wasn't serious with rap. I just did a diss song because he was corny, right? And I was like, yo, this nigga's corny. And Chops played it for the nigga. And then those niggas wanted to recruit me. And I'm like, what? This is some weirdo shit. So I'm like, yo, I told my pops. My pops is like, yo, if you go to that meeting, bring a strizzy and pull it out and told him that this shit is not what we are. This shit is just rap. This shit is all this represents. Whatever you talk and whatever problems happen is you're only defending Chops. Your problems are not my problems. Just get that out the front way. And then after that, if it's business and money to be made, go check it out.
No doubt.
So I went and did that. And we started doing this thing, and we're rapping like we opened up for fucking Young Jock, and we were rapping hard. Like this is 50 Cent times. Like we're talking that shit, right?
Yeah. That G Unit era.
Yeah. So we're talking that shit, and push comes to shove. There's an order of niggas that were supposed to come out, and there's the main nigga, then another nigga, and then it was supposed to be Chops, and then the packing line went back and back.
Okay.
We go to the shows, and Black Mafia was our thing. That was me and Chops, and also a bunch of niggas. So that didn't rap. So when we go to the shows, it'd be all our niggas in there, just like, yo, we get the most love, right?
Right.
So the manager was a girl, Keisha. Shout out Keisha. She's older. At those times when we're 20, she's like 35. She used to be like a runway model. and she's trying to do this business. So she kind of got it. That's why I was a part of it. I'm like, oh, it's a girl that's running this shit. She's focused. Women are focused. So now she's like, yo, I want to change the order of how we're bringing this because Black Mafia has it. So it's gonna go to the first nigga, and then me and Chops are gonna be the next project.
Okay.
Egos took over, and the shit just collapsed. And I'm like, yo, I don't care about rap. I just bought my first fucking house. I own property, nigga. Like, you niggas are doing other shit. So I was like, yo, I don't care. I'm done with rap. This shit is corny. These guys are arguing about who's gonna drop first. Like, this is corny. So let's fast forward. You know what those niggas look like right now? Those niggas look like Migos right now. And those niggas are even older than me. Those niggas are 40. They went from baggy 5XL shit to fucking looking like Migos, nigga. Yo, I don't change shit. I don't change shit. I am who I am. I'm not gonna conform. That's why you
don't follow trends. You set them, motherfuckers.
No, fuck out of here. So
yeah,
that's the story. That's how I got from left to right there. So now it's funny because those same niggas want to come back here now. And they're like, oh shit, I should have stayed rapping like this. Nah, nigga, stay rapping the way you rap. Because this ain't for you. This ain't for you. You man. Because I always niggas rapping like that. Get the fuck out of here. Not for 40. You let the kids rap like that. Not you. Get out of here, man.
And that's the thing, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, man, it's a blessing to get older, man.
It
to
is.
See your children, man. That's a blessing, man. Why go backwards?
It make no sense, man. They're not. Those people don't understand themselves, and I'm glad. Hey, do what you do. But real shit, I wish them success because success means that they leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean?
Right,
if they're successful, they won't care about me.
Hey, that's been one of my recipes, man. Hey, I ain't got to worry about you bothering me. You doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we've been talking, man. I got a couple of more questions to ask you, man.
Let's go.
And like the past, like I said, man, 2019, man, you dropped My Alley, you know what I'm saying, Danger My Alley, you know what I'm saying, you dropped two more other projects, man. Sewer Science, you dropped Sewer with Vago last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you dropped like 3 projects, man, in like 2019, man. Like you work a lot, bro, and you don't and why? How come you don't like? How come it's like the quality doesn't suffer? Like, how are you able to put out so much quality, man? So much quantity of music and maintaining the quality. How are you able? You don't ever feel like, man, I'm putting out too much. I'm about to, maybe I might get what do you call it when yeah, man,
like burnout. You know what?
Yeah.
You know why? Age, experiences, but I'm still out here. My experiences are daily. So if I had a camera on me right now every day, it'd be dumb because I'm on the road nonstop. And I literally call my studio, Merciless. I'll be like, yo, I have an hour to spare. I'm coming. I wrote my shit on the fucking highway. I'll pull over on the highway and just, oh shit. I write most of my shit on the road. And I'd be like, yo, let me go record that right now. I'm going to come by real quick. You got time? You don't got no sessions? Yo, I got a nigga coming in 20 minutes. If you could do it 20 minutes, come through. I'm like, yo, I'm coming right now. I'm going to be there just now. Boom, boom, boom. So when I say that, yo, I have 8 projects done.
How do you? That's what I'm saying. Like, how you don't get a writer's block? That's the term I was trying to say. How do you don't get writer's block?
I don't know. It trips me out. I'm at the point where Merciless looks at me and he's like, yo, how the fuck are you still coming with this shit? And it's getting better. This is the thing.
And it's getting better. Like, that's the thing I don't understand. Like,
yo, right now, anything after Bite the Bullet is even a whole nother level. We got to talk about that. Yo, we got a project with Benny, bro. We got a project with Benny. Me, Merciless, Lord Fury, all Benny joints. We got.
Hey, you heard it here first, man, on the Bridging the Generation podcast, man. You heard it here first. That's an exclusive.
I got 2 projects with Finn. Two done. I got.
Shout out to Finn, man. He's dope as fuck, man. That All Due Respect, man. If y'all ain't heard, tap into that All Due Respect. Tap into them with that Sewer Science with Vago. Yeah, man. Because I always wanted to ask you, man, like, Like, do you feel like artists have to drop that many albums like nowadays? Because if you really look at it, like if
Yeah,
you compare just your output
yeah,
to like a Jay-Z,
yeah.
man, you guys probably have about the same amount of
You,
albums.
you know what? I think it
It's
is
like
because
artists. Do you feel like do artists have
I
to do
think
that?
I think now in this time, like there's certain people that are good at promoting themselves constantly, the same thing, but it's way easier to put out music and quality that this generation has no attention span. And although we're not talking to the same generation, it's
Mm,
still I don't have the attention span myself. So if it's me too, like when I'm driving, this is an example. You can't tell me that when you're driving, sometimes you're like, what's going on in the gram? And then you
yeah,
catch yourself like, why the fuck am I looking at this
yeah.
and driving? You need to constantly entertain yourself, right? And
Yeah.
this is the thing. So it's like anything that's new gets so much more momentum. So the endorphins start going off like, yo, yeah, I could still promote this. Yeah, I could still do this. But I
Mm-hmm.
want that new endorphin of everyone being excited again because I'm dropping. So that alone feeds it. So it makes me want to keep going. And it's just easy. It's easy now. Like I wouldn't even say easy. It's just naturally coming out that way. So it's not like I'm trying to. The faucet's just on right now. It's just on.
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
Nah, word, man. Look, man. Like I said, man, your output is crazy, man. But let's just talk about this biting the
yeah,
bullet project, man. Released earlier
yeah,
this year, produced by Future Wave, featuring Danny, man. We talked about Daniel Son earlier, and I can talk about this dude
yeah.
for
Forever.
forever.
You got to
But
get
let me
him.
just say
Get
this:
him for sure.
what is it about like the chemistry that you got? Because you also did the
Physics of
Physics
filth.
of Filth project with
Mhm.
him too, man.
Yep. Yep.
And like, what is that chemistry, man? What is the chemistry like between you and Danny and Future Wave, man? Why you like working with him so much? What are you know?
You know what? I think it's just not like. First of all, the first time we met in the flesh, we got fucked up. Like we drank till fucking like 3 a.m. And we're in the city and we're just fucked up, acting stupid. And he just
Brother.
reminded me of a dude that I grew up with, like almost so similar that we just, he moved away, like certain things, we just moved on from our life,
Mm,
And it's like he filled that void pause, he filled that void of like, yo, he's the same type. It's like I knew you forever. There's something that's so organic and real that like I'm supposed to come across you in life. And that's why that day one shit isn't necessarily that real because
that's
there's people that come in your
hold on,
life
hold on.
that are supposed to come
Say
in.
that louder for the people in the back, man.
Yes, the day one shit is not really that real. Like there's people you meet from day one now that give you way more and are way more with it because it's the direction of I'm in rap right now. And my homies, my day one homies aren't really rappers. Like they don't do that. So
Right.
naturally, I'm gonna be, yo, this weekend I'm going over there by Daniel, so we're going by the studio. I love that shit. So it's
These are
like
people. This
they
your
love
environment.
it.
That's your
Yeah, they love
environment,
it.
man.
And we all live the life too on top of it. Like we find
Exactly.
out ending up, we have mutual friends like, oh, you know that dude too? Oh, you know that. So now it gets even closer and closer. And the
Mm,
family gets bigger and bigger. And Future Wave is those guys cook on the spot. They taught me. I'm the older dude, and they're teaching like, yo, this is how you guys are moving. They built me to this. This is how you guys are writing so fast. This is how you guys are recording this much right now. I gotta step the shit up. And that's it. It's
I
all to
love
them.
to hear that,
It's those
man.
two.
Shout out to Daniel Son, man.
Danielson,
I
Future
got
Wave.
to
Let's
hey,
go.
I don't know if I told you, man, but I got an interview with Future Wave coming soon, man.
Bang,
I
bang,
didn't want
bang.
I didn't want to say nothing about that,
Of
man.
course. Of course. I figured. I figured.
I ain't want to toot my own horn, man.
Toot it. Toot it,
But
man.
he yeah, man. But he hit me back, man. So hey,
Of
man. So
course.
I just like I said, man. I love
Good
that
people.
sound.
Good
I love
people.
that sound that you guys are crafting, man.
Salute.
So man, we about to come up we almost at the end of this interview, man. We've been talking
Yeah.
damn near 2 hours, brother.
2 hours.
I'm
Like
enjoying
like that too.
every huh?
It went by fast too. I don't feel
Yeah,
like I've been
yeah. I'm
talking for two
enjoying
hours.
every second of this, man. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
every like I said, man. I feel like, man, you know what you as an artist and as a human, like it's authentic, man. Like what you
Salute.
see is what you get when you're dealing with
Salute.
Ace and Eastwood, man.
Exactly. That's
'Cause
me.
a lot of
That's
times,
me.
man, a lot of times, like you don't want to meet some of your fans. Because I've met some artists that I really
Yeah.
admired,
Yeah.
and now it's
Yeah.
hard for me to listen to their music, man.
Yeah. No,
It's hard for me
I
to
have
listen
to.
to their music, man.
I
So I'm
have to.
talking about big names, man, and they really
Yeah.
they really turn me off, man.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
have
just
too.
refreshing to
I have too.
see artists like yourself, man, because you could have just easily blew me off. Oh man, this guy don't, he ain't got all these whatever follow, whatever. You know
And
what I'm saying? But you know, you a hump at the end of the day, man. You know, we look at people, we grade people based on, you know what I'm saying? How can I say, man, face value, man,
mhm,
and
mhm,
energy,
mhm.
and
You know what?
energy, man. And
You know what?
I appreciate that.
Listen, most of these dudes want to be like that, but this too cool shit. This is why they're gonna lose. There's some people that are assholes that are naturally assholes, and that's who they are, and they might still win. If I feel like, yo, you hit me up and I blow you, I say, yo, no, pause. Well, I say, yo, nah, you don't got enough followers. I'm not being true to myself. I'm gonna take the L in that situation, no matter what. This this is supposed to happen because it just feels like that. There's
Thank
no
you. Thank
followers.
you.
Real is real. Real is real. It doesn't.
Hey, man, I
We're
appreciate
measuring.
this shit.
We're measuring cool on followers now. These niggas were never cool in
Weirdos.
real life.
It's weird. It's weirdo shit.
It's
It's weird.
fucking
Like
weird.
it's weirdo shit. I say this all the time, man. Like some of you niggas might be the man on social media. I'm the man in real life.
Real life.
Like you
I could
niggas
tell
ride
that.
around
I could tell
driving
that.
your mama's this. I'm like, yo, I got my own shit. Like I'm not out here begging and whatever from no. I ain't trying to put myself like I'm, whatever. But
No,
hey,
but yo,
I got my own shit.
all I did was this. Oh, this nigga look official. You just could tell. Oh, look at this. Look at these jerseys on.
Thank you,
This
thank
nigga
you.
look official. Yo,
Yeah,
say less.
man.
Let's go.
Appreciate. Hey, man,
That's
I
it.
appreciate that shit. That shit means the world to me, man. And I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you. I'm not. I'm gonna be man enough to admit that, man. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit. I appreciate the love, man.
Salute.
And
Me too. Me too.
no doubt, man. So, man, who was like a couple of artists, man, that you would probably like to work with, man? You know, like a
Oh,
few artists,
oh,
man, because
Ghostface.
you work with
Ghostface.
everybody, man. I'm looking like when I look at
Ghostface.
the catalog. To me, you work with the people that matter. I hate to put it like
Yeah.
that, but to me, you
Yeah.
work with all the people that matter.
Yeah. But Ghostface. 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 That's it. I just want Ghostface, man. That's all that matters. AZ
Hey,
too.
Ghostface,
AZ.
man, if
AZ
you
and
ever hear this,
Ghostface.
man, make that happen, man. And Ghostface, you my favorite MC of all time.
All time.
I hit you up in the inbox, man. You did hit me back once.
Dope. Dope.
He's cool. He's a cool guy. He's a
Yo,
cool guy.
let me tell you.
He's a cool guy.
Rake One owns a barbershop out here in Toronto.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah, and they had the grand opening last summer, and I went through there, right? I passed,
Okay.
the God Body. Salute to Born King. Salute to Uncle Doe. They got they got a nigga nice. Like I get to go back there and easy,
That's
just walk
love.
through,
That's what's up.
So we
Mm-hmm.
go in though. I want to show you a perspective of how people operate. So we go in to the thing, and everyone is kind of like everyone is just watching these brothers, like they have a whole shop, like there's mad clothes in the shop and all types of shit, and everyone's kind of like just staring at them, you know what I mean? And I'm like, this is mad weird. All right, yo, he's doing a grand opening, let me just walk around and get some shit. So I just started picking out clothes. Oh, let me get those. Oh, let me get those. Let me get that. Let me get that. The nigga Ghostface is sitting in the chair like this, like just when we first walk in, he just looked grumpy, like mad, And I'm like, oh, that nigga doesn't want to talk to nobody, Rake One's more like talking to people and shit, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna just watch these niggas. There's a whole bunch of people lining up. We cut the line, right? So I'm like, yo, why am I wasting time? So I copped all this shit, and I see Ghostface watching me, right? So I'm like, all right, copped all this shit. Boom, boom, boom. The lady came. She's like, yo, how much? Da da da. So the pay was behind where Ghost was sitting, and this is how I know Ghost is a real street nigga, because he felt my energy. He's like this. He's turning around. He's like, yo, he's making sure he's keeping his eye on me because I'm behind him now, And he's like, all right, boom, I paid the lady.
Yeah.
So then I paid the lady. I'm about to leave. I tell my dude, though, like, yo, there's a whole bunch of people waiting to come in here. Why are we holding it up? We saw these niggas, like,
right.
It's cool. They're still humans, you know what I mean? So it's like, boom. So Rake One looks at me. He's like, yo, you're not gonna come say what up? I was like, oh shit, okay, what's popping, And I bought like a West Side Gun shirt. They were selling it. I'm like, yo, I see you work with West. I got some shit with. I had to drop my little thing. He's like, yeah,
of course. Why not? Talk your shit, man.
He's
Talk
like,
your
yo,
shit.
I heard of you niggas. Like, I heard of you niggas. Like, trust me. So I was like, oh shit, okay. Boom, boom. Did the shake hands, whatever. Took the picture, flicked it up, and I'm out. I was leaving. And Ghost goes like, yo, salute. He like made a point, dapped me up. I was like, peace. You know, I didn't have to say nothing else.
Shit.
I walked out. And
RNS.
it was just it was small, subtle, but it was like, that nigga, I see that nigga, and I see you. That's how I love people to move. And like, it felt like that. And I was just, yo, I'm out. All right, let's go. And that's
doubt, man. Hey, man.
I love it, man. I love that energy. Like, that's what
right.
it is. Because if I was in the opposite, the shit I have is empathy. So if I was in Ghost shoes, I don't want to shake everybody's hand right now and everyone just staring at me every day, all the time. Like, that would be annoying. You know what I mean? So I put myself in the shoes and I'm like, yo, nah, I'm not gonna come there and be like, yo, Ghost, man, could you sign this? Yo, Ghost. So when you did that track, when you did Fish, yo, how did you feel? I'm gonna go right there and just say that shit to the nigga, you know? Like, yo, we eat fish. Toss am I gonna go quote the nigga? Like, I'm not gonna do that shit, man. Like,
hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. Hey, this is why we vibe, man, because I can admire somebody so much, man. But if I know you got a certain status, man, and I know all day long that people are, it's hard. Like, if I seen Ghostface, man, as much as I love him, I'm not gonna run over to him and ask for an interview, man. Yeah. If he's in my vicinity, I might say something, but I'm not about to go out of my way, man. If he's like right there, I don't like to impose on people, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That I'm not in my head. I'm not fanning out like, yo, that's fucking
exactly.
You know, in my head, I'm fanning out, but outside, it's just like, all right, cool. Like, yo, you know, let's keep it cordial because they're people. They get this shit all the time.
Hey, they get this shit all the time.
You feel the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Nah, that's real shit, man. It's refreshing, man, to hear an artist, man, because I can say this, man. I might sound like a broken record, man, but I mean, you might look at an artist like yourself, man, and you would think, man, like this dude, man, he don't give a fuck about. Like, you could if you think with that type of shallow or surface level mindset, because you're real flashy, man, and you know. Like you got your shit. You be talking your shit, man. But the way you do it is in a humble way, man. It's not. Absolutely. You do it in a way like how Raekwon and Ghost do it. It's not in a way like I'm better than you.
Yes.
You just talk your shit. You know you that nigga. Yo, you ain't gonna. I don't have to demean you to uplift myself.
Yep. You fucking get it. You get it.
I'm a fly flashy motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. But I don't have to constantly put that in your face. You can see it.
Yo,
you can see it.
It's people. We do it for people like yourself, man. It resonates with the right people. That's the best part. That's the best part. It's the best part. Yo, that's all that matters to me. I made it already. In my mind, I made it already. It doesn't matter.
Man,
anything more is icing on the cake.
Man, you like I said, in my world, man, like I said, I hate even using that term underground, man. In my world, man, bro, you mainstream as a motherfucker, man. I'm such a music snob, man. I don't know if I shared this with you. Man, if I meet somebody, man, and they don't fuck with that movement that y'all got up there, I kind of turn my nose up at them, like let's not talk about music. Like, let's talk about sports or the weather or whatever. But don't tell me you a hip hop head and you don't know what's going on with them boys up in Canada, up in Toronto. Like, let's just keep it cordial, but let's not get into those conversations. Because I might make you feel bad.
For sure.
I can't help it.
You know that's the same thing with Griselda. When Griselda was coming up, I'm like, yo, you guys heard Benny Conway, Westside Gun? And then when I hear who's that? Then I'm like, all right, we won't have that conversation.
Yeah, let's not have it.
Let's not have it.
How about those Raptors? Yeah,
how about the Raptors?
Talk about something.
Word. How about the Blue Jays, man? How about
man? Let's not have it. And that's how I look at it. That's how I feel, man. When it comes to y'all music, man. Hey, before I go, man. Like I said, man, we are, man. This interview, man. This is my magnum opus right here, man.
Dope interview. I
don't see how I'm gonna top this.
I'm not even lying. This is like my favorite interview we've had so far. Stuff.
I seen one interview. of you before, man. Okay. And I said, man, okay, they set the bar, man. I said, man, I'm going to ask you. I saw you was talking to some guys, like it was like about 4 people,
Yeah. I was at a
This is a
studio. They're
while,
smoking.
a few years
Yeah,
ago. I didn't watch
yeah.
the whole thing. It was
Oh
cool.
shit.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
But I said, man,
But
I wanna do
nah,
something. I want to
this
do it my way.
this is different. This is different.
Yeah, this
This
is
is different.
hey,
This is
salute,
different.
salute. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. So look,
Uh-huh.
like I said, we talk about the music industry, man. If you could change like one thing about the music industry, man, what would you probably change, man? I can name a bunch of things, but I want to ask you because you're an artist, man. You're a creator.
What would I change? I'd change the streaming. I the way I want to know how they set that number. How do they set the number of what streaming is worth? I think although the era has helped us get attention from other people,
Mm,
the value though, like overall, is not
hmm.
there because if you're actually good and you know you're good, you're gonna take your dream to the next level no matter what. I think that the streaming shit, it's weird to me. I would change that. Like I would make people more informative. Like explain to me why Spotify gives us 0.8 of a cent and why iTunes gives us a cent a stream and why Tidal gives us 1.4 cents. Like explain this to me. Why?
Yeah,
Where does that
man.
number come from? I would change that. I would
Like,
change that.
how do they track that? Like, I'm just curious to how do they
Yeah.
track that?
You could
How
lie.
could you
You could lie
say
to me. You could lie to me.
exactly?
I could be getting 100,000 and maybe you're only showing me 20,000. Maybe 6ix9ine is only getting 100,000 and you're showing 6 million. How do we know that this is real? I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
It's something that's just it's not tangible, man.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't like
It's
that.
not. And I like tangible shit. That's what I like. So
Yeah,
it doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't.
yeah. They gotta fix that, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hey, so Asa, if I
Yeah.
visit Toronto, man, what are some of the places, man, like I would have to visit, man, and
Oh
and
man.
places to eat, man? Where can I go?
Oh man.
Please, I
Yo.
got it. Like you can't say
Yo.
you can't say that you haven't been to Toronto if you never been to these places.
Oh man. Toronto is like that's like going to New York and saying you have to go to this specific place. There's so much of them. Like food, it depends what you feel. Like if you feel like Greek, if you feel like Italian, if you feel like Jamaican, if you feel like Trinidadian, if you feel like Guyanese, if you feel like Ethiopian, if you feel like just ambiance, bro, yo, I do this. I eat, nigga. I eat.
Yeah,
I eat.
hey,
So
we gonna tap in. We gonna
yo,
tap
when
in,
you
man.
come through, whatever you fucking mom and pops, I'm the mom and pop. I'm this type of dude. Like I said, I'm on the road, right? So
Yeah.
I might go in the east side of the city and go like to Island Mix or go to fucking Pitfield and hit the Roti Hut. And I
Mm.
be there so often that like I build rapport. You know what I mean? So I'm naturally just chill. Oh, you're back. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, get him what he wants
We already know.
because because I be just going. I'm always on the road. So okay, let me stop. I feel like this today. I feel like this. And then there's the levels where it's like, all right, I'm gonna take the wife out to eat. And then we go on a
Right.
rooftop, or we go in the hotels, or we go in like 416 snack 416 bar. Like there's always some fucking new place on King Street, bruh. There's too many, too many. We have everything in Toronto. It's baby New York. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's do this. We gonna narrow it down. Give me one soul food place, one Caribbean place.
Okay,
One
so
soul
soul food.
food, one Caribbean. Cause
Okay,
I love Caribbean food,
so
man.
listen. You're from DC, nigga. So soul
Yeah.
food will not be matched here because that's not what we have. That's not our specialty. But there is one spot called Harlem that does soul food, and they have
Okay.
jazz playing at night. So shout
Okay.
out Harlem. I haven't been there for a while, so I don't know how
You
they're
said
looking right
Harlem,
now. But
like Harlem, New York, like that type of
like
Harlem.
Harlem, New York. Yeah, like
Oh,
Harlem, New
okay.
York. And that like I know you guys in DC have what's the sauce that you niggas be eating in DC? The
We got mumbo sauce.
Mambo sauce.
Mumbo sauce.
Yeah, so I like that type of shit. I need to
Hey,
come
what you
there to
know
get
about
that
that,
type
man?
of shit.
What you know about that mumbo
Man,
sauce,
come
man?
on, yo, I'm
I got
out
this
here,
in the
B.
refrigerator.
I'm out here, B. I know about DC, man. I be knowing. I do my research. You niggas with the foams and shit. You niggas be
Yeah,
flying
hey,
with this shit.
man, I got about
Yo,
20 pair of them shits in the closet, man,
of course.
catching
I
dust.
already know. I don't know, but I know. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I know. And
Yeah,
you
man,
know
you
what's
know your
crazy?
shit,
You know
man.
what's crazy?
Yeah.
My wife's father got killed in DC in the 80s.
Oh shit.
That's the type of time we even the extended families like this. You know what I mean? Like we're born into it. You see my pops. I talk about him a lot of time. We're born
No
into this
doubt.
lifestyle, so it just kind of continues. And and like it's irony. And I know what type of chocolate city, I know what type of place DC is,
Yeah,
especially in those times in the 80s and 90s, early 90s. That's different type of place. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm just glad to still be alive, man. Because
Yeah,
I seen some shit, man, growing up
yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's crazy,
I can
man. But
imagine.
like I said, man, I can't appreciate. I can't explain, man. Words can't explain, man, how I appreciate this opportunity, man.
Yeah,
And what you know, before we go, man, what you got going on, man? Any new music dropping?
bruh,
What you got coming,
bruh.
man?
I'm gonna drop this tape. The next tape I got, yo, watch when you see the video. It's called "Let Me Talk My Shit," right? And I did it with my
Let
homie
me talk
Wisdom.
my shit.
Let me talk. Let me talk my shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
hey,
so
hey, is that
so
merch? You got some merch?
it's coming. It's coming. It's
Yeah,
coming.
you need it because
Mandatory.
I'm
Mandatory.
tapped into that.
Mandatory.
I'm all in when you yeah.
Mandatory. Mandatory.
Yeah,
Mandatory.
I'm
So
all
I got
in.
it with,
I love when you say that shit. You know
yeah,
something? You
that's
about
my
to say
shit.
something simple.
That's my
You
shit.
about to say
So
something simple when you get into that bag, man. But go ahead.
so my man Wisdom, he's from the east side too. He's an up and coming producer, but actually he's not up and coming. The thing with him, he's industry. So like he's already worked with like Tory Lanez type of people already, you know?
Okay.
But he does this bag, right? But people in our genre don't really know about him yet. But I'm bringing him into this genre kind of.
So he's kind of
But
like
but yeah,
transitioning, like
yeah,
switching over a little
transition.
bit.
Like it's like Hit Boy. Like he's messing with the with Benny and
Yeah,
Nas,
yeah,
but then he also has the other shit. He kind of more known
yeah,
for the other
yeah,
shit. It's sort
yeah,
of like this, but my dude is way more grungier than Hit Boy still. You know, it's still gonna be
yeah.
grungy. So
Yeah, I need that. I need
yeah,
that.
it's still gonna
I
be
got. What's the
grungy.
say his name one more time? One more time.
Wisdom, like the mind wisdom, bonita, like bonita. It's like a Toronto slang, like smoking weed all the time, like we burning it off. So wisdom, bonita,
Mm.
yeah.
Hey,
So
I heard y'all
wisdom
got that
coming,
fire. I heard y'all got that fire out there, man. Is that true?
yeah. Oh,
They said
oh,
y'all got that piff, man.
oh,
They said that y'all got that piff.
yo,
We
it's
gonna see.
different.
We'll see.
It's different because our climate is for that, you know, and it's legal too now. So it's 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 been different over here. Even when we used to go to New York and like New Yorkers, the price for one, $20 a gram and shit back then is like what? That's black. We're paying $5 a gram, like for the heat.
What?
So it's like the weed is something we got in abundance here, right? That's just regular. Like you come and get your crazy ounce of like a quad for like $2 grand. I mean not ounce, sorry, a whole pound for $2 grand.
Oh my
You know what I
God,
mean?
man. Wait, we go have to
two
talk
two
off air,
grand
bro.
Canadian though. Canadian. So that's like maybe 1400 American. You
Oh
know what
my
I mean?
God,
So
that's
it's
love.
cheap. It's cheap. So
That's
what
love.
the other thing you guys got there, we don't have here. Like a thing would be like 50K, where that might be 25 in the States. So the games is flipped. You know what I mean?
Mm,
It's different. So
I see.
yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, man. We gonna have to talk a little bit off
Absolutely,
air about
absolutely,
that because I'm a
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely,
We gonna have to talk about
absolutely,
that, man. So
absolutely.
look, man, where could the fans, man, follow you on you know, social media platforms, man? Where could they find the music at, man? Because you got a impeccable catalog, man. You got an impeccable catalog, man. Let me just say that one more time, man. Where can they find you on the social media and
Everywhere,
as
man.
far as music?
Twitter, Instagram, Asun Eastwood underscore Toma for Instagram. Just straight Asun Eastwood on Twitter, Asun Eastwood on Facebook. The music, yo, just put in Asun Eastwood. I'm on every platform there is. It doesn't matter. It's gonna come up. It's gonna pop up. So Asun Eastwood, like the
No
cowboy
doubt.
style. You know, it's the Karate Kid and the cowboy. This is what we do,
Yeah.
man. Check Danielson, check Future Wave, check Finn, check
Shout out to
Fama,
Daniel
check
one more
So
time,
Say.
man. Future Wave.
If you any one of us, you look us up, one of us, all of us are gonna be there. So you'll find everyone through that. So don't matter, we're here.
Hey, how hard is it to get in touch with that? I don't like see, even though
Hey,
I'm just started.
yo, listen,
I don't like asking for favors, man.
I
You know what
get it.
I'm saying? But if
Hold
you
up,
can
hold
just
up,
give me a little tip, how should
hold
I
up.
approach it, man? Like, cause
I already
I'm
know.
a huge fan of
I
Danielson,
already
man.
know. I already know.
I'm a
So
huge fan.
Sonzarelli right now, he's not in the city. He took a little sabbatical, you know, he had to do some shit. So
No, no, no doubt, no doubt.
he's coming back November. So November, he's been gone since for a while, like through the whole summer. So
Right.
November, it's popping. So when he comes back November, I'm already putting him on. I'm actually gonna go check him in a couple days. You know, take my little trip, and then yeah. So November.
Hey man.
I'm gonna plug you in. Don't worry.
No doubt, no doubt,
You
man.
good. You good in my book.
Hey,
And you
that's
got
love.
feature
That's
with.
love.
It's gonna be
That's
mandatory.
love.
It's gonna be mandatory. Don't worry. You good.
That's love, man. Hey, again, man, one more time, man. We got my man Asun Eastwood, man. Again, check this dude out, man. He's one of the
Let's
nicest
go.
in the game. I'm not gonna I
Go.
don't co-sign bullshit.
Let's go.
I don't co-sign
Tall
no corny shit.
man.
Real nigga right here, man. It's been a pleasure, brother.
Salute, my brother. Salute.
All
Peace.
right, man. You
I
take care, brother.
appreciate you.
No doubt, brother. Peace.
Peace.